Hi, this is Angel in the editing bay. Before we get to the meat of the podcast, I just wanted to have a quick intro to say this was recorded live on my Twitch channel on September 30th of 2025, and because it was recorded live, it's a little bit scuffed. I cut around some stuff. There was a couple problems. It was kind of the first formal stream with the new computer, all that other stuff. We had, some comms issues and, growing pains of a first podcast episode where none of us are really professional podcasters, as it were. All the same, I hope you enjoy. We had a lot of fun making this. And next episode, I promise, will be a lot more prepared. All right, let's start the show. Anyways, thank you for the hype train. What a great way to start off the Yuri Book Club, everybody. Welcome. Welcome.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
My voice is not ready to do the high pitches today. My voice is getting
You
a little...
say as if you weren't making basketball squeaks like 5 minutes ago.
There it is.
There she is. All right. Welcome to our Yuri Book Club podcast. This is going to sound a little bit more like a podcast now to those who are listening on Twitch. I'm also going to pause my music as much as I love Sewer Slut.
Yeah, I had to pause mine too.
Yeah.
I don't want this to get copyright.
Yeah. Okay. So, just quick introduction and kind of like, I guess, the reasons we're doing this. Anyways, oh, Fop just put a hi in chat and let you stream to it for you.
I don't even know what that means.
I don't know. Huh? Anyways, I don't know. It's the hi. Uh-oh. Hi. Is my chat broken? I think my chat is broken. Never mind. My chat is not broken. Okay.
Your chat's fine for me.
So, anyways, quick introduction. Hi, I'm Angel. My funny little identity is Angel Vice VT on Twitch, and I'm a funny little robot girl who really loves kissing girls, and I've brought two of the girls that I'm currently kissing on to make this podcast about Yuri, because we wanted to find more Yuri.
Hello, my name is Soleil Fenley. I'm a Kitsune mafia boss using your second chance at life to get revenge on the corporations who bought out the government for capitalism profit. I've never read a fucking manga in my life, let alone like a lot of Yuri, and I'm very happy to be doing this silly little podcast with my fucking wife.
Oh wow, that's me. And then
as you.
Yeah, and then Missy. Say words.
Hi, I'm Missy or Mischief Reigns. I don't really have a VTuber persona. I'm just kind of a bird that hangs out and was reading Yuri.
The Yuri hoarding bird.
Right. Occasionally draw. You'll find me in Angel's server as well as Too Much Sasa's server.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay.
Also, hi, Chopstick.
Hello, everybody. Hello. So this first episode is being broadcast live on Twitch because that's just how I wanted to debut the damn thing. It's my podcast. I'll do what I want. So the reason we're doing Yuri, the reason we're doing Yuri Book Club is because we really wanted to like have a reason to get into more and varied kinds of Yuri. And I especially wanted to get back into reading like light novels, manga as well. And there's a couple good Yuri anime out there, which we will watch eventually. But we're starting this podcast off with a light novel, and that light novel is Otherside Picnic. Now, Otherside Picnic has gotten a manga and an anime, but according to my source for everything Yuri, my good friend Amanda, or the world's richest lesbian, the light novel is where it's at for many reasons, including so the big one is that one of the main characters is kind of an unreliable narrator. And I don't know about you, but I love unreliable narrators. They're like one of my favorite little stupid tropes.
Fun little trope.
Yeah, it's a blast of a trope. So yeah, Otherside Picnic. Let me see. I believe was written by Yuri Miyazawa, I think is the name of the author. Editing angle, you'll have to come in if I got that wrong, and if I did, you can skin me alive later, chat. I've loved this so far. So yeah, we're reading Yuri Miyazawa's light novel, which I believe was being written in 2016, 2017, just to give you the frame of reference for the time period here, because that will be a bit more relevant later, actually.
Okay.
And I get to be a nerd about weapons. I get to be a weapons nerd. The manga is good, but the LN is what it's all adapted from, and every adaptation sacrifices something in the process. Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. And especially in the anime, when we looked at some screenshots from the anime, we were a little disappointed at some of the monster designs.
Yeah.
We were a little sad about those. And
my favorite one didn't really come through the way I imagined it.
yeah.
I'd still like to watch it at least.
I mean, for comparison's sake, it would be gas. Anyways, let's get into it. So the books are divided into files, is what the chapters are called, which are further subdivided into kind of subsections. But file 1 is called. They had a very small budget. Yeah, I mean it's a Yuri.
Yeah.
People
don't like funding Yuri.
Yeah, for some reason. I mean, yeah, they'd rather fund like Dick Fight Island or whatever the fuck. I will never listen. The idea for this podcast came to me after I saw the fucking Yuri shelf at the Barnes and Noble had the overflow from the Yaoi shelf, and I was like furious. I was like so mad. I was angry, viscerally so.
No, I'm of the mind that we occasionally need to draft the Yaoi authors to work in the Yuri mines.
God damn it, Missy.
We must draft them.
You must draft them. Anyways, so file 1 is called Kune Kune Hunting. And I took notes.
It is, unfortunately.
Yeah, yes, Dick Fight Island is real. Actually, girls, do you want my notes? I forgot to give you my notes.
Sure, actually.
Give me a second to share document.
I never even thought
link.
to ask for your notes.
Yes, I will put the notes.
I don't even have notes.
I'll put show notes.
Yeah, I'm not much of a notes gal.
That's my job. Is I will take the notes. I will take the notes, ladies.
She is the notes doll.
I am the notes dolly, and that is going to be in the Angels bench chat.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be perfectly honest. We have no structure for this. I have no idea how this is supposed to go.
Yeah.
These things happen.
I'm just sort of taking it as I go. If somebody asks me a question, I'll jump in, I guess. But
yeah, no, and I just want you to share your thoughts, share your things, because like I remember like some of your reactions to some of the files were really funny.
Oh yeah, you know what? I can bring up those. I think.
Yeah, please. That's why we're doing this. Anyways, so let's start with Kune Kune Hunting. Okay, so we kind of begin in media res with I'm just gonna like kind of spoil it because they take a little bit to actually mention their names. But main character 1 in my notes is Surawo Kamikoshi. She's a little turd.
She thinks she's much cooler than she actually is.
And she doesn't think she's very cool is the thing. She's very hard on herself.
She doesn't think she's very cool, but
honestly, that just sounds like me.
I think we all think of ourselves that way.
A little bit, yeah.
It's incredible. But yeah, she so the first thing she mentions is that she's in university and that she's 20 years old and she's got mountains of student debt, which oh boy, is that relatable. Mm-hmm. She's also gay and autistic. That this girl has the turbo autism and it's incredible. Mm-hmm. So she's like on her back in the water, just like fucking how did I get here type shit.
Yeah.
She saw a creature that messes with your head, and we can kind of tell that this story is set in the modern day. She references clothing maker Uniqlo. She's wearing like a fleece jacket, and Wikipedia. And then our second main character, Toriko Nishina, comes along, and one of the first things she says to Surawo is, "I thought you were Ophelia," referencing a painting by Sir John Everett Milius, the painting Ophelia. But I have it in the notes. So that's what Surawo just looks. She's just like kind of
we
like.
could do it in a post.
Yeah, she's yeah. Yeah, if I do a video version, we'll do it in post. But yeah, like that's Ophelia. She's just kind of like barely head above water. It's incredible. It's really funny. She's just kind of vibing there because that's Sorabo.
Trying very hard to keep her partially paralyzed body above water.
Yeah, she's kind of got the so I like to say I like wet cat girls, and Sorabo is a wet cat right now, quite literally.
Yeah. But also just in spirit.
One of the first things Sorabo actually mentions, because Sorabo is our narrator, she mentions Toriko being incredibly beautiful, like stunningly beautiful, and she will not shut up about how pretty Toriko is. It's incredible. Two is unimpressed, one is absolutely traumatized. So like Sorabo is like fucking traumatized by this thing, and Toriko takes one look at it and goes, the fuck is that thing? Like a person, if you stretch them vertically. Just kind of, put them in the taffy puller.
That fucking image you sent me earlier, that sent me a few days ago, like a fennec fox just being stretched so tall.
Fop
and I'm
got
like,
turned
bro.
Fop got turned into a kune, and that's what she looks like.
No, I don't want to be a kune.
Nobody wants to be a
Yeah, they're
kune.
little freaks.
Yeah. So I think so what Toriko does is just chuck some rock salt at it, and it goes away, which is incredible. So Sorabo is from Saitama, which is a region just north of Tokyo, like just barely north of Tokyo. And she is a cultural anthropology major. So I guess if you really want to know how lame Sorabo is she's got an anthropology degree, or at least is working on one. And her specialty is like internet folklore, which is incredible. The only valid reason to be on 4chan or its predecessor, because she references 2channel a lot, actually.
Really?
There's a lot of early internet like horror, especially in the Japanese sphere, came from 2channel, which was the predecessor to 4chan.
Oh.
Yep. And there's actually other boards like it's kind of like an equivalent. If I had to equate it to something for us English speakers, it would be kind of like Something Awful. It kind of has a lot of Something Awful vibes, which, I mean, Slender Man comes from Something Awful, so, So if the other side, which is kind of the other world, which Sorabo mentions, if the other side was here in North America, you'd see Slender Man everywhere. Or what the fuck did you say, Missy? What the fuck? You need to say this with your own mouth.
Oh, yeah.
She messages me. I think after reading file 1 or 2.
Yeah, it was after reading file 2, maybe.
Yeah.
Either 1 or 2, but this was in the middle of the night because I worked night shift and she was sleeping, so she got to wake up to this while I was sitting beside her, staring at her, waiting for her to read it.
God.
It's
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
if we're going off of internet folklore, if you entered the other side from like the States or North America, do you think you'd find Jeff the Killer there?
I'm killing you. I'm killing you, Mischief Reigns. That's fucked up. Why
I
would
think
you
we
say
came
that?
to the conclusion that probably not, but you definitely see Slender Man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh my god. So yeah, the kune actually comes from modern internet folklore dating to about 2003. So like, when we were all bebby.
I was barely bored.
Yeah, because like what is that play? Because I would have been in elementary school about that time. So yeah, 2channel is still pretty awful, but there are actually boards that are kind of normal. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was young enough that I was still living in an apartment, not in a house with my parents.
Damn. So
we hadn't moved to a house yet.
So clue 1 as to why, as Sorabo being incredibly lame and kind of a shithead, she calls the object they get from the kune a hexahedron. Now I had to Google what a hexahedron was. Guess what a hexahedron is, chat? It's a fucking cube.
Wait, is it?
You know what? I didn't even fucking know that. I was imagining like a flat kind of.
No,
I don't know, like
cube!
hexagon.
It's a fucking
Are you
cube!
fucking kidding me, Sarawo? What do you mean
Sarawo
hexahedron?
Kamikoshi calls it a hexahedron to make it sound scarier. A we're gonna keep running into this. We're gonna keep running into this. Is Sarabo does this shit. And this is why I really like the light novels, because we get our narrator, who's a complete fucking shithead.
She's a loser, and I love her for it.
She's such a loser.
I love her.
We also learned that Sarabo likes urban exploration, or urbex, and abandoned places. So she's based. I also am really into urbex. Urbex is gas.
And that's how she found this place to begin with.
Yep, pretty much. Yeah, she calls it the other side. Oh, by the way, so that when they get out of the other side after Toriko just deletes the Kune Kune, she just has a gun with her and she draws the fucking thing. Now, so for context, guns are heavily regulated in Japan. It is not normal to be carrying any kind of firearm. Like, if you remember when the former Prime Minister of Japan, Shinzo Abe, was murdered, it
was with this fucking device. It was
a contraption.
It was a doohickey.
It was the Shinzo blaster. Yeah, the
Shinzo blaster.
The Shinzo blaster was a complete contraption. So Toriko is just carrying a Makarov, which is a cheap Soviet pistol, chambered in 9x18 millimeter Makarov. It kind of resembles a Walther PPK if it sucked. Makarovs are notably unreliable and like kind of shitty. You'll see this a lot in a lot of games from that kind of part of the world. Like Stalker in general calls out the shittiness of the Makarov quite a bit. I remember specifically in Stalker 2, there's a scene where like one or two Makarovs just refuse to go off because it's Makarovs and they're fucking awful. Yep. And I hate this pistol, chat. I fucking despise this pistol. Can you tell? Hi, I'm Angel Vice, and I'm a fucking weapons nerd.
Bro.
But she is like just carrying this fucking thing. Sarabo, at this point, we learn just how attached she is to the other side. She sees it as kind of like her personal getaway. And when her door closes, she is viscerally upset.
Yes.
I note right here that she really is a wet cat girl. So
we learn quite a bit that she's a bit of oh my god, why do I keep forgetting the word? Misanthrope. That's
misanthrope. Yeah, she's
definitely
definitely
she does not like people.
Yeah, she's understandable. Have a nice day. I'm also like this.
We learn why later.
I am a misanthropic piece of shit as well. Like I remember one of the worst realizations, I think this was after reading File 3, is that out of all of us, I am actually the one that's most like Sarabo.
Yeah.
I am misanthropic.
Okay, you can be my loser. You can be my misanthropic loser.
Oh, fuck you! You're awful! You suck! That's awful. So the reason we actually learned Toriko was carrying the Makarov is that when Sarabo's door to the other side closes, it goes blue. And this is relevant later. So that's what triggers Toriko to draw her gun, because some knowledge passed down from the friend who introduced her to the other side is if you see blue on the other side of the door, that's really, really bad.
Yeah.
The other thing is that in the water, when our Sarabo was cosplaying Ophelia, the water fucked with her phone, but not in like the regular way water fucks with a phone. To quote from the book, the familiar icons and apps were nowhere to be seen. My phone, which had been dipped in the waters of the other side, had been reduced to a worthless machine that showed strange designs and a mysterious text that looked like Japanese but was completely indecipherable. The phone is incomprehensible.
Incomprehensible.
Yes. So the next time we pick up Sarabo is that she is, I believe, in the cafe at her university. And Toriko, like, just shows up. She's just there.
She just appears.
She just appears and looks incredibly pretty. Waters of the Other Side sounds like how a gay dude would write, I made a woman squirt and I don't know how to feel.
Okay.
It's incredible, Sotata. That's fucking insane. That is insane.
Jesus.
Toriko fucking stinks. Sarabo's not happy to see her again, kind of, if she wasn't so pretty. And that's kind of how she says it's like, I'd be a lot angrier to see her if she wasn't so pretty. And I'm like, girl.
Yeah.
And then she immediately
Huh.
talks shit about Toriko. It was pretty for a dye job. Like, girl, what the fuck? And then Toriko basically like takes her hand and goes, "Let's find happiness together." If you weren't aware that you were reading a Yuri, you are now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So there's we then get into
I have a few quotes from
Yeah.
from I think it was file 3 when we get to it where I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, this
I
is
see
definitely-
File
what's
3 is
happening
fucking
here.
gas.
File 3 is a complete Yuri, but also which is so funny. It's one of the Yuriest chapters yet, but it involves the most men, which is like
Oh, true,
incredible.
yeah.
Like shout outs to
Wait,
Yuri.
no, is 3 the Yuriest or 4? I think 4 is
They're
the
both
Yuriest.
pretty Yuri. They're both pretty Yuri.
They're both
It's
pretty
a
Yuri.
little Yuri, sure.
Yeah.
It's
Anyways,
Yuri at first, and then it gets it
It
evolves
just-
from there.
yeah, it just kind of gets it gets into the deranged Yuri. So we start. So we then kind of get to experience the way Toriko gets into the other side, which is through an elevator and basically punching in a code.
Yeah.
And going up and down, up and down, up and down. There's a woman on the 5th floor, and she will try and get on your fucking elevator. Close that fucker.
Do
Yeah.
not
That
let the
fucker.
woman on
Do
the
not let the
elevator.
woman in.
Do not let her in the
No
elevator.
explanation as to why, but I don't think we want to find out.
Yeah, no, I'd rather not. I'm good. Like, she just kind of starts bolting for the door and is like, no.
I don't know. Maybe she's probably got like cooties or something.
Just cooties.
I'm gonna
No.
I'm gonna get a fire key for that elevator and just fucking just shortcut with the fire key.
I think it was around this point where I started wanting to know more about how the other characters looked.
Yeah.
And that's also kind of the reason why I wanted to watch the anime
Mhm.
was I wanted to sort of put a face to the characters that they're describing
Yeah.
because I could sort of see in my head, even though it's so fucking grotesque, but I couldn't sort of place it in my head.
Yeah.
I think the whole
what
point
the
about
characters
that
look like.
woman is that you can't see her face and maybe has no face at all.
She has no
Well, not
face.
even just that. There's a bunch of characters throughout the series where
Yeah.
I'm like,
True.
what are
Yeah.
they
Well, thankfully there are
describing?
some illustrations that do help us later.
Yeah,
Uh,
the only time I will say thank you fandom
Mhm.
is because the only other side wiki exists is on fandom.
Yeah.
I'm like, thank you, I guess.
Oh shit! Did Fops
Oh.
meet a Ko-Fi goal? 20%
A donation from someone.
for $400.
$400. Holy shit.
Oh my god, her face is so cute right now. Hey, Fop, hey, Fop, hey, Fop, hey. Mwah.
The fuck?
Happy Yuri Day, Fops.
Happy Yuri Day. It's a Yuri Day miracle.
Hey, that's just the money from me selling a cube I got from a Kune Kune. Hey, Fop, we need to. Hey, Fop, you want to go to the other side and we can start selling artifacts.
Oh.
Oh, she's happy crying. Oh, sweet pea. Happy Yuri Day, Fops.
I can't even think anymore. What the fuck?
It's okay.
Thank you for the 400 on Ko-Fi.
Oh, baby. Oh, my angel.
I don't know what to do, but thank you.
Do you want to take a minute?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Because like the next thing is just the numbers start to look strange after a few floors. Toriko can
Yeah.
still read them though because she's Toriko. It's like,
Honestly, I feel like it's more of a memorizing of the
yeah,
order.
yeah, it's literally just like Simon with the elevator buttons. It's like fucking doing the
Oh, wait.
Konami code with your eyes shut.
Oh,
And so
Are we all
Please
Sarabo
don't-
coded?
I'm not.
you're the most Sarabo coded, actually.
You're arguably the
Not
wettest
Sarabo
cat.
code.
I just want to
I'm a
make this
wet
very
cat,
clear,
but I'm not a
hun.
I'm not a misanthrope that's way too full for itself.
Honey,
But
I know
simultaneously-
initially it was flipped where we thought that I was Sarwo. No, you were Sarwo to 100 fucking percent.
I hate this.
You are the designated Sarawo.
I am the wet cat.
Designated polykill Sarawo.
Fuck you.
I deserve the world. I appreciate
You really do,
that.
Fops. You're an awesome person.
They-
It's a strange
Always
set of
have.
circumstances.
Straight to the circuses.
God damn it.
I got a platypus controlling me.
So glad you.
Wait.
Okay, are we ready to get back on track, ladies?
I think we
I'm
are.
good.
I am.
All right. So, as they're getting off the elevator, Toriko remarks, Sarabo, the way you talk is funny. And Toriko reveals that she knows English. And the reason for this is one we see later, and that's the goof I've set up. But Toriko isn't originally from Japan. I'll leave it there. Sarabo seems to want to argue, but she can't. Socially awkward, but kind of mean. Yeah, I also have a very mean internal monologue. Oh, my internal monologue is rude. I am a misanthrope. Toriko mentions having a friend who is now gone, and that friend told them, do not come to the other side at night. We'll see why later.
We do get to see why.
Yes.
And it's probably my favorite file in the book.
Congratulations, Sarabo. You got a gun. She also gets a Makarov now. And then she starts telling Toriko about the legends behind the Kune Kune, which there's a lot of different little things. I don't remember noting them down, but she gets really like turbo autism about the Kune Kune and the legend behind it. Yes, I think some of them came from 2channel, if I remember right. I took better notes later. I took better notes later.
Chat, you
I
know
do
something
recall-
crazy? I know like none of these references.
Yeah, well, it's very Japanese,
Well,
as you can say.
It's all Japanese folklore, so
It's all yeah.
I'm
It's
just
what
like,
put me in a
what
J
what are
horror
we
mood.
talking about?
But yeah,
but
the Kune,
I do remember in the book mentioning that the Kune Kune was originally someone wrote about it when they were first visiting like the countryside and how it would like poke up from like the fields and stuff.
Yeah. It's I mean, Japanese countryside is never not freaky, apparently. The Japanese countryside is built different. So they spot a strange man. This man is kind of stretched out like a Kune Kune. He's real tall, disfigured, growing like an tree, and his hands are like embedded into his skull. It's fucking
He's like on the
weird.
ground, gone basically.
Yeah, and he also smells really, really bad, like a raw fish.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Yeah.
And
Hi, Zhongli. Hope you enjoyed the cookie.
the girls turn around. Guess what? There he is. The bastard. The stretchy.
It's right behind me, isn't it?
Yeah. Japanese countryside at night is beautiful, but can be very creepy and isolated. Yeah.
I think that scene was the first screenshot that I sent you because they made the fucking noises that we make. We're like,
Yes, Rollo sounds like a wet cat. It's incredible. So it goes very.
I love the sentence. It just says, "Then we got super scared."
God damn it, Sarawo.
It's like what I think of is like the fucking Peppa Pig narrator.
God.
And then we got super scared.
We wouldn't last a minute in the other side, girls. I think we're cooked.
Oh my god.
Oh my lord. Okay, so it starts going pretty badly with like, especially we see with Sarabo like kind of trying to math it out. Eventually they start communicating well. She stares at the damn thing and Ralphs up her lunch. She's out. She's gone. She's mumbling shit about the green and her like she's lost her fucking mind. And she eventually connects it that the Kune Kune is what turned that man like a tree. And Sarabo realizes that the same thing is happening to her right now. Acknowledging the Kune Kune is actually what allows Toriko to put a couple shots in it and take it down. Like, she's like, I acknowledge that you are there. Now, Toriko, shoot that man. Blow him sky high, please.
I think it's both an acknowledgement and to some degree understanding.
Yeah.
Like you kind of need to let it in.
Yeah.
It's so cool and weird. Because like before understanding is achieved, it's kind of just not there really.
Yeah.
And once you kind of let it in and screw with your head a bit, then it sort of gains a position and occupies space and becomes tangible and to some degree.
I love that. Put a couple shots in it could just mean as much as you shot the fucker as it does that you just decided fuck it, drinks night, horse be damned.
Real. Listen, they call it liquid courage for a reason. So they take it down, loot the Mirror Stone, and they run out of the other side giggling like a pair of schoolgirls. It's adorable. They're just like, So that's file 1. File 2, Hashaku-sama Survival. My first note, gay stuff starts here, because the first thing Toriko does is literally take, like, just kind of, like, gently grabs Sarabo's face and starts, like, looking at her and just being like, oh, that's cute. And I'm like, oh my god. Yeah.
And we learned that it's because neither of them left that encounter unchanged.
Sarabo's eye has turned like lapis, like the ends of my hair blue, like lapis lazuli blue. And Toriko's hand, where she touched Sarabo, like trying to get her to stop clawing her own eyes out, has gone completely transparent. Like, it just looks like a ghost. It looks like Casper the Friendly Ghost.
Like glass.
Yeah, like glask.
Glask.
And the good news is Toriko has a buyer for those mirror stones. So Sarabo is starting to get grumpy. So she is, misanthropic as fuck. And she's like, I'm going to punch her meter at 60, no, 70%. And I'm like, oh my God.
Okay,
Shut up.
but we can't glaze over what she thinks to her, what she says to herself about punching Toriko.
Yeah.
About how she's a refined university
I'm
student.
a refined university girl.
And normally she wouldn't resort to such things.
Now Toriko is a good view when she fingers Sarabo. I mean, what? I can't wait. Listen.
So true.
Gonna turn her
I
pussy.
need that in my life, honestly.
Gonna get the X-ray pussy. I mean, what?
Yeah, it's literally those live 2D hentai animations.
Incredible.
You gotta get a good view of the inside.
Yeah. So, I'm a refined university girl. Oh, shut up! You're a goblin. God, she's terrifying.
And then that's when we get to meet
Kozakura.
Kozakura, yeah.
So
fucking gremlin. That's
Kozakura lives in basically a haunted house.
And she's the one who's buying these little creature knickknacks off of these two.
Yeah. Small girl with hot cola in a... So, Sarabo, this is another Sarabo thing. She's like, oh, she has a mug with art from Tuve Jansen on it. Tuve Jansen, who drew Moomin, she's drinking out of a Moomin mug. Like, we see it. We have
She couldn't say it was a Moomin mug. She had to say it was art by
Tuve Jansen.
That person.
Question.
Hello? Answer.
What significance does that have?
Moomin is like
huge.
Moomin is huge in Japan. Moomin, 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 they're little creatures.
It's a very popular little
cartoon. It's adorable.
Cartoon. Used to be like books, then it went into like a little cartoon show. There's a lot of it everywhere if you look.
Yeah.
Also, this finally defines the trifecta. if I'm Toriko and Dolly is Sorrow, then there's only one other option. And it
I'm like Kozakura. I am not.
Yes, you are.
You are no. I don't know.
I am not that mean.
You are not. No, she is not that mean. No, she only bullies me.
But she is a little gremlin.
I am a little gremlin.
You are a little gut.
I don't drink hot cola though. That's
hot cola is apparently, according to Amanda, an Asian thing. It's like an Asian thing.
Well, it seems like we gotta try it. Want to try Dr. Pepper first?
We have a lot of Dr. Pepper. We could do hot Dr. Pepper.
We could do hot cola.
Listen, you're trying the hot Dr. Pepper. I am just fine with my nice ice cold Dr. Pepper. I don't need
that.
any alterations there.
That's too damn bad.
God. So we actually do get an illustration of Kozakura, and she is itty bitty. She looks
like she's in like middle school, but she's like
old.
a graduate. She's like she's graduate. She's
got
got a degree
master's.
in what? Like in like master's in like what was it? Some sort of neuroscience?
Something like that. She's a big
I
nerd.
literally saw the illustration and I literally texted Angel, new person.
New critter. A critter.
Little fucking critter.
She has all
New
kinds
critter.
of like specialty
creature.
books around her office, and this is Kozakura. She has dedicated her life to researching the other side, which is why she's paying Toriko and Sarawo so handsomely for these artifacts, because she doesn't want to go there. Sarawo loses all of her like puffing out her chest, all of her spunk in conversation with Kozakura once Kozakura looks at her eye. She's like, "What's the deal with that?" And she's like, So, we learn about the friend that Toriko mentioned last file. Her name is Satsuki, and Satsuki disappeared and was quote-unquote entranced by the other side, according to Kozakura. Okay, Kozakura was originally university classmates with Satsuki, and she was also Toriko's tutor. And we also learned that Toriko didn't go to high school in Japan. She moved, I guess it would have been in her 20s then, which is she's a woman of impulse, and that's what I love about her. Kozakura is like strapped with cash. Like she gives a big fucking wad of bills to the girls. Satsuki, I don't trust Satsuki as far as I can.
See, okay, that's all I need to know.
I haven't seen her yet.
Okay, yeah, look, that's all I need to know.
The fact that Amanda is into Satsuki tells us everything we need to know.
We'll get into it when we go over file 4, but yeah.
Yeah. Many disproven theories.
We don't see her, but we learn a bit more about her.
Yeah.
I'm sure we see her in the following volumes.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just looked her up.
Oh.
God.
Yeah. Hey, what the
fuck? I'm not doing.
We've got you dead to rights, Amanda.
Got you dead to rights.
So
we know how you feel about
Kozakura has a lot of theories on the other side, and all of them, she's just like running through them and how they've been disproven. They get 500,000 yen, which let me yen to. Yeah, we're gonna do Canadian dollars. So 500K.
That's okay.
Is. You know what? There's two Canadians here and one. Yeah. I mean, it's still gonna be. So that's like almost $5,000. That's almost $5,000. That's a big fucking wad of cash.
In US, that's almost 3.4K.
Yeah, that's a good chunk of change.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sarawa waxes poetic, and in her days, she gets a little grumpy. And we learn more about Toriko's connection to Satsuki. And Sarawa is like grumpy about this for unknown reasons. It's definitely because she likes Toriko a lot. And she's like, why are you mentioning another girl? Sarawa Kamikoshi is probably the most pathetic yandere known to man.
Yes. Because like the way Toriko talks about Satsuki is very reverent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, Toriko is very single-minded, and all of that single-mindedness is going towards Satsuki, pretty much.
Yeah. So
everything she does, it's to find Satsuki.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, I don't exactly blame her is the thing.
No, I don't blame her either.
Yeah, no.
But, yeah.
Yeah, it's sad.
We'll get to that.
So, yeah, Sarawo, so she eventually does finally buy a fucking leg holster for her Makarov for the next trip. And because she's kind of starting to write off Toriko, this is a loss, she's taking intensive notes on how to get through the door in Jinbocho, which is Toriko's elevator door. And one of the first things she does after getting out of the elevator is she quotes Dutch from Predator.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
I googled this and I'm like, oh my god, that is a quote from Predator. Oh my god, Sarawo, shut the fuck up. She's like, what was it? To quote, like she just last name, I forget his
last name. They
Yeah.
fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger's character in fucking Predator.
If we can see it, it can be killed. And I'm like, shut the
No,
fuck up.
wasn't it if it bleeds, it can be killed?
Yeah, something like that. I'm just like, oh
If
my
it can bleed, it can
god,
die, or
shut
whatever,
up.
yeah.
Shut up. And now she's just being a complete bitch because, again, she's kind of starting to write Toriko off. I have a couple quotes. Sarawo, are you in a bad mood or something? Toriko, who was walking behind me, asked. I hate it when people aren't clear about things, so if something's up, say so. Not really. It just occurred to me you put surprisingly little thought into this. What do you mean? You're firmly resolved to save your friend, but it seemed like you hadn't put any thought into how you were going to do that. And she's just kind of like being a bitch about it. And I'm like, Sarawo, stop it. And we get to a character who is basically a giant reference to Stalker. He's even got
Talking Stalker reference.
He's even got an AK and a ghillie suit. Like, dude is kitted the fuck out. And of course, he's got bolts, which is what you use to navigate anomalies in Stalker. So we find our first quote unquote.
So many references I don't.
Oh my god.
We find our first quote unquote friend.
Our quote unquote friend and our first quote unquote glitch is what he's been calling the anomalies. And he tosses a bolt into it, and the bolt spontaneously combusts. It's superheated and then just turns to ash. He calls it a toaster, which is a great name for this fucking thing.
Chat, don't throw me into the glitch.
Do not disassemble me and throw me into an anomaly to test if it's there. That's rude.
Don't throw the fop into the glitch.
We do not throw fops into glitches. That's not very nice.
I'm already cooked it as it is.
Yeah. So we can tell that this guy is definitely into the Stalker series because he calls the other side the zone, which is a reference to the Chernobyl exclusion zone. Because of course, one screw won't hurt. Yes, it will. I'll fall apart.
Feed it. Feed the toaster.
One screw won't hurt. Yeah, and one fop will.
Jesus Christ.
You can't take me apart.
Do not disassemble me to test for anomalies. That's rude. So he calls it the zone. So in the middle of his conversation with the two girls, he hallucinates a woman named Michiko. Goes absolutely wall-eyed for a hot minute before he returns to sanity. Toriko has her fucking gun straight up just pointed at this guy the whole time. His name is Abarato, and Michiko.
Here, I want to expand on him losing it for a moment.
Yeah,
because Abarato doesn't just hallucinate this person; he's looking right at the girls, and he thinks both of them are this one person, and isn't fazed by that at all. He just sees this person he's looking for, and that's all he needs.
Yeah. He just fucking loses it. It's scary. It's fucked up.
Oh yeah. Abarato stressed me the hell out when I was reading File 2.
Yeah.
He's portrayed fantastically as someone who is a deeply unstable man.
Yeah.
And we get to see a bit more of that. We see more of that as we walk with him.
Yeah. So let's see. Michiko is his wife, or was his wife, and he's looking for Michiko. He has taken multiple trips to the other side, and this is his 38th day inside this trip. He is convinced his wife is still alive and causing him to respond incredibly tersely to Sarawo when Sarawo says, you must have, like, putting that love in the past tense. He's not a fan of that. And I think I understand, like, you know,
I can understand that.
He's holding out hope.
Yeah, of course.
He blames a phenomenon called kamikakushi, which is Japanese, like a Japanese phenomenon meaning hidden by the gods. Like basically the gods swiped his wife and he's upset about it. I would be pretty upset if Fop or Birdie was swiped out from under me by the god. I'd also go crazy. I would also go completely insane. If Fop disappeared, I'd be like, I'd be pointing my rifle at the gods and going, where is he? Where is she? Where's my wife?
Where is he?
Harvey, where's my wife?
I don't know, Batman. Where is he? Where?
Yeah, exactly. I would also be most reasonable crash out, honestly.
Yeah.
This is a reference to Tono Monogatari, which is a traditional yokai story. Yokai is kind of like a collective term for various
Malevolent
demons.
creatures.
How'd
Demons.
you go straight from gods to Batman? That's
Because
me,
it's a
sorry.
reference. We're making a goof. We're making a jonk.
Yeah.
Making a jonkle.
Exactly.
I'm jonkling so hard.
Mhm.
Sarawa
jonkling
notes an
so
uptick
hard.
in net lore and stories recently about disappearances like this. Abarato's thing is in Chichibu. Hey, when the next ad break is supposed to come on, I think we'll take like a quick bathroom break. Actually, that's okay?
All
girls?
right.
Okay.
I need
Sounds
to
good.
pee.
I need snacks.
Yeah, snacks would be good.
I'm hungry.
Snacks are real nice. God damn it. Sarawa experiences
My snacks are real nice.
dork.
Ah.
Sarawa experiences
up.
a severe disconnect here with both Abarato and Toriko. They both have someone they're trying to find in here. And Sarawa's just here because Toriko is the closest thing she has to a friend.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Well, welcome to being a misanthrope. While they're walking, Abarato points out two new glitches. There's one he calls Buddhist altar rice, which is a kind of like a cone-shaped white meat pile. Like, it looks like ground beef in a cone-shaped pile, but it's white. And as you get closer to it, it fucking screams. It screams, chat.
I think it was described as like
Wait. What?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
it was described more like a
Hang on.
ringing,
Yeah.
like a high pitched
Like
line or
tinnitus.
ring.
Like, it's a meat,
Tinnitus.
it's a meat pile that gives you tinnitus.
It's a tinnitus generator.
It's a tinnitus maker. meat pile what gives you tinnitus.
Oh,
What happened, Fop?
I went to grab my laptop because I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah. The Buddhist altar rice.
Did I just miss that part? What the fuck?
I don't know. You might have just
it
skimmed.
was mentioned in passing. This was
Yeah.
a small detail.
Yeah, I've got notes for.
Now I feel bad now.
It's fine. That's why I'm
'Cause I
taking
missed
notes.
it. Hi, bro.
Hello.
I wish you could hear
we're
the
discussing-
fucking noises that makes when they send the hi.
Hi.
I'd be fantastic. How
The
about
other
you?
glitch he points out is called a mist net. And basically, the only reason they can see it is because there's a bunch of bird feathers in the air. Just hanging there, chilling. I see Missy was in the other side, and she left her feathers
Yep.
there.
Yes.
And Sarawo kind of like gets upset with Abarato because Abarato's like, I don't know how these mist nets work. It's kind of spooky. Sarawo, if you fucking get caught in one, you're dead, dumbass!
You could be dead.
Yeah,
Well, the
dumb
there was
fuck.
specifically in the book, it was kind of explained the reason Alberto wasn't really studying these things was explained as he's not here to study. He's here to find his fucking wife.
Yeah,
What's it
exactly.
called?
He's just trying to survive them. He's not trying to understand anything.
Yeah.
I appreciate you staying for stream, but if you have to go sleep, I totally understand as well. But I appreciate you sticking around. What was it called? Something Buddha? What?
Buddhist altar
Buddhist-
rice.
How do you spell? Wait, I could just do altar.
Altar, like what the thing in the front of the church, babe.
Oh. There we go.
It's
What the fuck? I did like 200 different alterations of Buddhist, and I couldn't fucking figure it out.
oh my god.
It did. Oh, nice. Fuck you.
So the next thing
Oh, yeah, I see it now.
the next thing he mentions, and this is kind of where we start to see Abarato go a little more crazy. He says
Yeah.
that there are denizens of the zone.
Ooh.
And he
Do you know how much? What? Oh my god.
I don't know.
Again.
I don't know how many euros that is. Or
USD to euros.
More, definitely.
more.
Less.
More.
So
Wait, is that euros?
I
Euros,
don't.
yeah.
It's
It's euros.
okay.
euros
It's
are-
just it's like 20. It's like just above 2,500 euros.
Still a chunk of change.
Yeah.
Anyways,
It's still a lot. But yeah.
So Sarabo, this is like her red flag moment with Abarato. Like, I can't trust this man anymore. He's describing
Right.
these denizens of the zone, which yeah. Okay, when the next ad break
I'll let it
airs,
run.
yeah, we'll let it run, and we will. We're gonna take a bathroom break then because I need to pee.
Yep.
But
Okay.
yes,
I'll yap with my chat for a bit.
yeah. So yeah. So they kind of like fuck with you outside the zone, and he's like blaming them for everything bad that's happened to him recently. And Sarabo is
Right,
like,
they'll try to push him into the subway rail. They'll
they'll try and
like,
kill you in creative ways.
they'll try to they'll talk shit about you online.
They'll call you a cuck in the comments.
Fucking cock.
And we have another quote. I'd placed my hopes in her, then started feeling betrayed all on my own. It was pathetic. Even though I was vaguely aware of that, I turned my unjustified anger against Toriko. Tormented by the feelings of alienation and self-loathing, I followed. Sarabo kind of examines her feelings, and she's like, "Oh, I am being a dick. I am being a chud." All right. Once the ad airs,
I think she's a lot more self-aware than she lets on.
She's really upset with herself. And then we see circular feety prints. There's like just kind of like circles where there should be footprints. And just like
Anyway,
I'm
ads are-
walking.
ads up.
I'm walking in the other side. You now have piss ear.
Can you not? Can you not do this on my podcast, please? Terrifying. Anyways, howdy everybody. I'm back.
I'm here to confirm that
Ghost.
piece fruit on the balls. I am scientists and Bobs and vegans.
Incredible. Hello, Ghost Wish.
Hello, Ghost Wish.
Hi, Ghost. Hope you're doing well.
And thank you for
Nice
the
to see you,
pets, dear
too.
Plalt. Everybody's here. Anyways.
Oh, hey, Plalt.
Everyone's here.
So what were we discussing? Oh, yes, the circular feety prints going inside this big ruined building, right? And they're kind of like stiff, I guess? Like they're very indicative of a very stiff gait, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I walked in there. I'm waddling on the other side. Just like
waddle.
Pete's walking along.
Yeah. So turn the corner. Here's a tall woman in a like a long white dress. Toriko knows it's not Satsuki, but something just nostalgic calls to her. Sarabo mentions Tono Monogatari. Monogatari again. She recognizes this quote unquote demon as a Yamabito. And
Yamabito?
so Sarabo kind of rubs her eyes, and she starts to see other shit with her. I think it's her right eye that's blue. Yes.
Whichever eye is blue, yeah.
Yeah. So part of the reason that Sarabo really doesn't start to feel the pull of the what she will later call Hashaku-sama is that she doesn't have people she's attached to in her life other than Toriko. Which, spoiler alert, that's what the monster does. It plays on her.
That's how it gets her.
Almost gets her, thank God. But yeah, Sarabo's eye allows her to see a pseudo-Tori, quote unquote, superimposed over the woman. Abarato is basically possessed by this monster. He's like, oh my God, Michiko, it's you.
I think what I like about that moment is that it's really hard to determine what's actually happening until after you realize that Soro's getting pulled in.
Yeah.
Yep.
You don't know at what point does Sororo start seeing something else. Or maybe she was seeing something else the entire time.
Yeah, the other side is full of weird shit like that. And that's one of the
won't
beautiful...
notice
It's only
too late.
it's only till file 4 where we get like a proper explanation of like what might actually be happening.
Yeah, it's spooky. It's terrifying. All right. So she names the monster Hashaku-sama. And she thinks she's talking to Toriko, yelling at her, but Toriko is like behind her. She was grabbing Hashaku-sama instead of Toriko. Abarato has been zooped away into the blue light because man's gone insane. Toriko,
Blue light that we saw earlier.
yeah,
in
the
file
same
1.
stuff, by the way. The stuff that's really, really bad that you never want to touch.
Abarato's whisked away. by
Abarato's gone.
the gods, mayhaps.
Yep. Well, at least he can be with Michiko now.
It's not something I want to
Maybe.
touch.
Oh.
However,
Oh, well, you can touch whatever
Hashiko-sama.
the thing's name.
Hashiko-sama.
Hashiko-sama, just not the blue light.
Yeah.
Because Sarawa
Well,
makes Toriko touch something weird.
yeah, I thought that was emitting blue light. That's what I was
No.
trying to say.
It was, yeah.
The Torii gate kind of is, if I remember right.
Yeah.
Everything's everything's all.
So she
weird at this
finally,
point.
so on the
Poorly
cover,
understood.
Toriko is holding an AK. This is where she finds her AK. Yay, Toriko gets her rifle.
Yay.
Sarawo's eye can see the true forms of these monsters, and Toriko's hand can grab them. Sarawo uses this to put a bullet somewhere where it needs to go, the quote-unquote blue light. But I think this is where the goof of, you're gonna make me touch something weird, aren't you?
Yeah, because it starts with Sarawa warning Toriko. He was like, "I'm about to make you touch something weird."
And Toriko's like, oh god, how dare you?
Yeah,
They're really
and then
funny together.
after Sarawa puts a bullet in the questionably corporeal thing,
Yeah.
and they're
Corporeal question.
leaving, Toriko is like, "You, that was awful. You made me touch something weird." And she's like, "I warned you, didn't I?"
Yeah, they have fantastic chemistry. These two are hilarious.
But then Sarawa asks like what it felt like, and I think this way Toriko put it was like a feeling that would destroy you.
Yeah, it's awful. 0 out of 10 would not touch something weird again.
Yeah.
After shooting the blue light, they, I guess, closed the door in Chichibu, which is the ruined shrine where Abarato mentioned entering through. So they're in Chichibu, which is all the way out in the whoop-whoops, far from home, and they find a nifty hat. And Sarawa is like, don't you dare put that fucking hat on, woman.
Well,
I think what's the Abarato, just the fact that just his existence, his condition, what happened to him, and how he got into the other side is all very off-putting to me.
Yeah,
Because
he stresses me the fuck out.
Yeah, he stresses me out too. Because what I understand, well, at least the connections I'm drawing here is that this Hashiko-sama thing was a Torii gate as well. But Abarato entered the other side through a Torii gate.
Yeah.
So did he enter the other side through this thing?
I wonder.
who knows?
I wonder if
And if he did, is that why he was basically insane when we found him, or did the stress just make him
get
snap?
him. Yeah. I mean, the other question is, did it smell like fish going through another woman's legs?
What?
Do it
What?
stink?
Oh my god. No, not
Aye.
this again.
Does it
Yeah.
smell?
It smell bad.
Is it wet?
It was not pink, but it was blue. I think you need to get that checked out. If it's blue, I think you need to get it checked out.
I don't want to be reminded. We're talking about like old internet culture, and I do not want to be reminded of blue waffle. Please, thank you.
I'm surprised Saramo didn't make a blue waffle joke.
No,
She would, though. She would, though. Hey, so file 3, this is where it really picks up.
File 3 fucking slaps.
I know.
My favorite.
File
I'm
3 is-
waiting for the moment to quote my favorite part of this book.
Okay, so
I know exactly when it's supposed to happen.
Station February, which takes its title from another piece of internet lore.
Thank you.
We have, so they are out drinking as usual.
Yeah.
Every time
Celebratory.
they get back from the other side, they go out drinking because, of course, I would too. Personally, I would be.
I think it's less specifically drinking and more just eating and enjoying themselves.
Well, mostly. Well, Sarawa's doing most of the eating because Toriko orders too much food again.
and she
As
never
she should.
finishes it.
Yeah, she never finishes it. Sarawa does though. Sarawa does because Sarawa, yeah. Sarawa is not a party animal. She is a chronic introvert. She is a misanthrope. She's a hater, and that's just how she is. Okay, Kozakura was actually not interested in the hat.
To her, it seemed like a regular old hat.
Yeah. So,
But I think I will want to note that when Sarawa looked at it, she saw like a glowing kind of halo
yeah.
around it.
So Toriko actually puts the hat on, and the first thing Saramo says is, "Still though, just about anything looked great on her. Pissed me off." She's mad at how pretty it's so. She is the.
But she is pretty.
I mean, she's gorgeous, and Saramo is mad about it, and I love that. So, hey, time for Angel to be a weapon nerd. Hey, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yes, I do remember this conversation we had.
So, the AK that Abarato had is an AK-101. An AK-101 is such a strange pull, but I fucking love it. So the AK-101 and AK-102 are both, so they are manufactured at Izmash, which is the main like Kalashnikov plant. They are manufactured specifically for export. These rifles are chambered in 5.56 NATO, rather than 5.45 or 7.62 Russian. These are export rifles. And this is really interesting because you don't see a lot of these. Only 4 countries ever bought the motherfuckers.
Which are?
I don't remember. I know Fiji was one of them. I do not remember.
I remember you listed them all.
And I was like freaking out because like this is such a strange pull. So the oldest this rifle can be is about 1995, and I believe they're actually still in production as of today in 2025. So max, that's a 30-year-old rifle now. Jesus Christ, that rifle's these rifles are about as old as I am. With only 4 tiny countries ever having bought them, the fact that there's one on the other side is patently insane, and I love it.
I've got all the places it went to.
Rattle them off, babe.
Fiji, Indonesia, Uruguay, and Kenya.
Yeah.
I think it just tells that this isn't an isolated incident, because what we will learn is that we are not the only country that is being affected by
although
these.
Okay, well we'll get to that when we
asterisk,
get there.
asterisk there. But Sarawo is correct. 5.56 is much more common than either 7.62 or 5.45. Specifically, 5.45 is basically unobtainium unless you're in like Eastern Europe or, God forbid, in Russia. Russia.
No worries, Zhongli. Have a good night.
Appreciate it. And be sure to listen to the audio version of the podcast when it goes up.
Yeah.
I will be getting that done this week. But yes, I love it. I was like, whoa, that's so cool. So 100 series AKs are also produced specifically with black polymer furniture. And these have like a specific magazine that's like very unique to them because it's a 5.56 AK. They're really fucking weird. Like it's an incredibly good pull for Toriko's weapon. Like I love it. I will say on the cover though, it is drawn with wood furniture, and that did irritate me just a little bit because I'm autistic. So Sarawo is definitely in love, but she's also in denial, which is really funny.
I'm trying to remember what that quote was in reference to.
This was in reference to Sarawo being like, if she asked questions about my past, I'd be okay with it.
Oh yeah, that's right. If it was
so.
her.
I actually also noted down how much the bill was in Canadian dollars. 84 fucking bucks. Kill me. What the hell?
That's not bad.
It's honestly, babe.
How much food they ordered? That's
bill,
actually pretty good.
Our bill at like White Spot is like 60. I think.
That's true. That's no. The note I have is $84.
But then this was also in 2016 or something, somewhere around there.
$84 of a fucking bill.
Things have went entirely to shit.
Yeah, $84 of a fucking bill. Fuck my ass, dude. Yeah, fuck that shit. The fact that Sarawa can finish all that food is insane, by the way. But I guess girl can fucking eat. She's having issues with processing at some point during the night. But I definitely, like, it's audio process. Like, specifically the waiters start yapping in, like, fucking Simlish or some shit. Something is terribly wrong because it's incredibly dark. Like, Sarawa pokes her head out, and it's dark. Like, they are definitely not in Shinjuku anymore.
Like, what I read in File 2 was I forget the fucking guy's name, but basically he was talking about how there were entities in the real world, not the other side, or that are from the other side, that are sort of like affecting people who might travel to and from the other side
Yeah,
and
that
stuff
was
like that.
Alvarado.
And
was
that's
talking about.
kind of the vibe that I got
Yeah.
was
That's
either
what I
they
thought,
are
too.
still there,
Yeah. I didn't
or
put that
they
together.
or
Good catch, ladies.
like either they're still there,
Yeah.
they're freaking out just mentally, and it's just like a freak
So my
thing,
thought
or it's
actually,
that case.
So it's an accidental trip to the other side at night. Yippee! The
Yeah.
one time you weren't supposed to go.
Yep. I want to put a pin in the what was going on in the restaurant for later once we get to some more info.
Yeah, well, we're about to get there. So at night, the other side is actually a lot loud. So during the day, the place is eerily quiet. Just the wind rushing through the grass. It's kind of it's honestly vibes. It's honestly
Peaceful.
vibes. Yeah, it's a vibe.
Almost peaceful.
Almost peaceful. Well, it's a lot louder now. You hear animals, you hear bugs, you hear all kinds of like other little noises. And then it clicks with the two ladies, even though they're drunk as fuck. That goddamn hat. Toriko, put the fucking hat on.
Was it the hat?
They think it was the hat, but I don't think it was ever 100% confirmed that it was the hat.
The
I
hat.
think later information shows that it most likely was not the hat that caused it.
The goddamn hat.
Actually, okay. I have a theory.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same thing, kind of like how like in Lord of the Rings, when someone puts on the one ring and how it makes them invisible, but it makes them seen in the other world to like the race and stuff. I think
it's like
I think when they were in the restaurant, there are entities from the other side that would not have picked it up until how they put on the hat and it had that halo on it. That hat was a beacon for those other entities from the other side, and that's maybe how they pulled them into the other side.
I kind of had the theory that the hat. Well, since they got the hat from something that seemed to act as a gateway, both to the other side and to somewhere else, I think it only made sense that the hat also inherited some of that property.
That makes sense to me.
I think the one thing that made me think otherwise was how well I can't really divulge that information because we haven't gotten to that point. But there's something about where they walked from to that caused it, and it caused it to other people.
Yeah, no, that's actually a really good point. Now I'm picking up on what you're putting down.
Yeah. Ooh, hell yeah. All right. So the other thing I noticed here in this chapter is Toriko just kind of randomly peppers English in when she's stressed out. So I think that what that says, and we'll see more of this late. I think file 4 goes into this a little more. English is, Japanese is not her first language. It might be English. I think it is English, actually. English is her first language.
For Toriko?
Yes, Toriko. Yep.
I mean, she looks like a white girl, so sure.
I think if I remember right, though, actually, both of her parents are like of Japanese descent, though, which is wild. Girl, what the hell?
I mean, when they're depicted, she looks like a white girl.
We get people from all over the place here.
Oh yeah, especially in BC, and like that's relevant later, I promise.
BC, Ontario.
Yeah.
Like the big population centers.
God
we get
forbid you go to
all
Ontario.
kinds of people.
So, God damn it. So, Sarawo's right eye can see glitches. And then we also noticed the beast. The beast of this chapter. One of the many beasts.
Love this thing.
This thing is fucking insane. It's so cool. It sounds like cicadas, and it looks like corpses are fucking dangling from the rat bastard. She got hit by the hydrate.
Sarawo... Oops.
Thank you for the hydrate, Twitter.
Yeah. Sarawo at first thinks it's some kind of giraffe without a head or neck.
Yeah.
But we get to learn what exactly it is later.
I'm a giraffe.
I'm a giraffe.
Yeah, literally just this fucking thing shows up like, can everybody say other side? I'm a giraffe. But Sarawo's right eye can see glitches and kind of like a silver halo around them. So she's basically guiding a very drunk Toriko through this minefield of glitches.
While they're being chased by this giraffe.
Yeah, we're being chased by the giraffe.
with corpses dangling off of it.
And it's also got a whole pack of the blind dogs from Stalker, but they have people faces.
Can Sorabo see the glitches?
Yes. With her, with
she
her
she sees them as like a faint light.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? Because maybe at night it's more.
It's clearer. It's clearer in the dark. She does say that they're a bit harder to see in the day, but she can.
That makes more sense now. Okay,
all right.
I got it. I'm good.
So they run up the hill. There's train tracks and electric poles, and like any smart person, they start following the train tracks. And here's some soldiers, and they are specifically, I remember, dressed in woodland camo. And they they all speak English. One thankfully speaks Japanese, though. They have a very tense conversation. If I remember right,
woodland camo, but I'll take your word for it.
Yeah. So they mentioned like the Antler Man, which is fucked up.
That was the last entity that Sorabo and Toriko.
I think they barely spot the Antler Man.
It joined in the chase near the end of it.
Yeah, the Antler Man, and they're speaking very fast English. It's their first language, and they're considering shooting the girls, which is not great. Lieutenant Will is introduced, and they call the entity the Horned Man, and that it patrols around at night. That's also
the Horned Man, but
the Horned Man.
Can I? Or we haven't gotten there. We haven't gotten there yet.
Yep.
Antler Man is a Tumblr sexy man.
That's
what?
Fucked up. Why would you say this?
I don't know what that means.
And there's also Sergeant Major Greg.
Did they Tumblr sexy manify the antlered man? Amda?
They might have. Oh, that's fucked up.
What does this mean?
So the fucking.
Are we about to go to
the guy from the Who? No, we're not going to go. We're not going to go get into what the hell a Tumblr sexy man is just now.
We don't need this.
We don't need this right now. I want to talk about my favorite fucking monster in this book. So let's continue.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. File 3 is my favorite. The first volume. I totally get it.
Absolutely,
because it's
me
gas. Too. And so I immediately picked. For some reason, I picked this up because they mentioned being stationed at Okinawa. And guess who has a base in Okinawa? It's the U.S. Marine Corps, baby!
Yeah.
The Marines are here, which is probably the best of them that could be stationed here because the Army would not survive a day. That's right. I said it. The U.S. Army is a bunch of idiots.
I feel like the Air Force wouldn't last a day.
The Chair Force? Oh, hell no. But there's an old
Chair Force.
There's an old saying about Marines, and this is why I'm confident they'll be fine. You can outsmart a Marine, but you can't outstupid them. But it is the Pale Horse Battalion 3rd Company. These boys, I tend to... Are you good?
I just want to say, so I was reading this part. Oh, I there's 2 things I need to say. First off, one, I was talking with Angel.
Yeah.
On a week or so back, and she told me that this episode was supposed to be only files 1 and 2, and she told me the day before we were supposed to go stream it that we were also have to read 3 and 4. Like just out of the blue. I'm like, what?
Wow. Okay.
I'm exposing you. And you know what? I have the message too.
Oh my god. Is this what you're doing?
She's got the receipt.
She's going to do a call out post on tumblr.com? Fuck you.
Yes.
Get out of here. I'm putting you up in the trees.
In actuality, the reason why I wanted to bring this up is because I was reading files 3 and 4 while I was on call with Cynical. And the thing that made me crack up was the names of the military men are so like
ordinary,
disconnected, so generic.
Ordinary, yeah.
I
Greg and Will.
Well, yeah.
I have to look at the names.
Yeah, babe. They're regular white dudes. They're supposed to be regular white dudes.
They're so generic. What are the names?
I mean, I guess
Keep in mind that this is also a Japanese person writing this, so like
And they're not really taught a whole lot about what's going on.
And even then, like we don't need unique names for these characters.
No, not really.
I mean, I'm glad we don't have like Lieutenant Braxton or whatever the fuck. I'm glad we have Greg and Will. I like that.
Yeah, and Drake.
Drake. So,
Oh my God.
now,
Will Drake was the first one.
yeah, Wilbert.
What was the second one that I saw? Where are?
Hello, Scorpion. I send you a pic of Satsuki. Yes, you can. I can't say that I will fawn over her as much as you do, Amda.
Oh yeah, Ray Barker was another one.
Yeah, that sounds like a Marine. That sounds like a U.S. Marine. I don't know what the problem is.
They're so generic.
Oh yeah.
It just made me start laughing.
I don't know what the problem is, Fops. Not everybody can be named things like Soleil Fenley.
They can be if they want to be. Also, fuck you.
Okay, now we get to the fun part.
Scorpion.
The Monsert. The
We
thing.
have to talk about the monster.
Would you like to take it away, Missy?
I would love to take it away. So,
What?
this was when they were talking to the Major, right? The Major kind of explained what the hell that thing was, or was it?
Yeah.
Was it when? Okay, yeah. So they're taken over to see the Major, and they talk a little bit. They kind of have a close call because they're trying to hide the fact that they have like physical alterations to their body that aren't natural, because of how high strung these Marines are. When they first meet them, we immediately see a divide between them in level of trustworthy, in trusting. You've got Lieutenant Will, who's happy to see another human face.
Yeah.
And then there's Greg, his subordinate, who is very, very on edge.
Oh yeah.
Just due to how fucked up this place is.
Sergeant Major is incredibly prickly, and I can't say I blame him.
No, the major was actually pretty chill.
Sergeant Major, babe. The Sergeant Major.
That's Greg. Okay.
Yeah, Sergeant Major Greg.
Okay.
Okay, hon.
So yeah, he's really bristly because they've just seen. Well, we'll get to see why he's so bristly because their situation is deeply fucked.
Yes.
But anyway, we're taken over to the Major, and we talk to him, and he's really chill. And the only reason he doesn't have these girls inspected is because he has no female staff.
What happened to Fop?
Oh,
there she is.
I'm here. What happened?
I don't know.
That was
You
weird.
disappeared for a hot second. Anyways.
Well, yeah, we have that close call. The Major's a bro. I like him a lot. I hope he remains chill when we next see him.
Yeah. Marine's got a good head on his shoulders.
Anyway, they talk about what they saw, that kind of weird giraffe-looking monster with the corpses hanging off of its belly. It's not a creature. It's not a giraffe thing. It's a mule. It's those silly fucking robot dogs.
Yeah, it is.
That used to be.
It is a Boston Dynamics mule.
Yes, and they were using that mule to carry some of their dead back to base.
Yes,
but it got caught in a glitch, and so they had to abandon it. And then a few nights later, they see that thing.
The fucker comes back.
It comes back as the walking gallows. Yeah. And that is the coolest goddamn name.
It's so cool.
The author could have picked for it. Yeah. It's so fucking cool. I love it.
Sick.
Actually, fun fact. So around the time that this was being written, the Marine Corps was actually testing those mules out.
Yeah.
So like kudos to Yuri for like really good research on their part. Like, fantastic work, my friend. But yeah, it's the corpses are like hanging from the fucking thing. It's insane.
Hey, babe, can we pull up the manga rendition?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's nearly as cool as I would have imagined it in the manga, but also that's just what happens to horror monsters.
Yeah,
when you
it's
can actually see
so fun. Okay, because here it is. Here it is. Oh my god, this fucking thing is spooky, dude.
Yeah.
I fucking love it so much.
He's sick looking.
Yeah, God, it looks like something from like the Forever Winter almost.
Honestly, yeah.
And also, I'm glad.
Like, I think
that
that's just the motif of machines adorned with human corpses.
God.
Yeah.
But also,
This
that vibe is
thing-
also just so horrifically awesome,
It's
too.
so insane. I love it. Okay, I'm downloading it right now. So yeah, give me a second to put it
Also,
up. Oh my God, it's
I-
so fucking whack.
Also, I know what part we're at. I'm excited. It's gonna be my favorite
Oh, yeah.
part.
It gets cooler and worse.
All right, so I'm gonna bring up. Let me grab the guy. Where are you, buddy? Oh man, that's so cool.
I guess I should probably pull it up for my chat. I guess,
Yeah, I would
for
appreciate
when I'm doing
that.
it.
Where the fuck?
What's it called again? The
The
fucking
Walking Gallows.
The Walking Gallows, and make sure to grab the one from the manga because the one from the problem. Oh shit!
The one from
Hikari
the-
Shion, thank you for the follow.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, the one from the anime is not nearly as cool.
The problem is they
It's
heard
too sci-fi.
they heard giraffe, and they
And they
ran
kind
with
of
it.
took and ran with it without really reading that. No, it has no head or neck.
Yeah, because it's the Boston Dynamics fucking mule.
It just has
Okay.
it's just got those weird fucking proportions, and I love it.
All
got
right,
it.
so I'm gonna
Drag you
crop
in.
it, and here we go. Here's
There we
what the
go.
damn thing looks like, chat. Here's what the goddamn thing looks like.
It's so cool.
It's horrifying.
so
I
fucking
fucking
terrifying
love
and-
it.
Hot. What?
Excuse me?
I'm kidding.
Wood.
I'm kidding.
What? No, but I love it. It's so fucking cool. It's insane. I love this thing.
Like,
God.
They already cooked hard with this.
Yeah.
It's so fucking cool.
Part
Thing
of
is,
the-
I don't see the bodies hanging off of it.
Oh no, that's
What?
the
They're right there
Yeah, it's
do you
the
mean?
it's the shadows, the black shadows, babe.
underneath
Oh.
it, under its
Yeah.
belly.
Okay. In fairness, I thought this thing was like way taller.
I mean, it's
Well,
pretty
I-
fucking
I
cool,
thought this thing was
Pops.
towering. You know.
Oh,
Well, I
it
think that's
is.
how it was described. I
It
think
is.
with the manga, they couldn't make it probably
Yeah.
too big, or else it wouldn't
That's
fit on the fucking.
Yeah, that's
Well, yeah,
that's, that is-
it's seeing the
Fuck.
scale of the bodies because they're like 5 foot, probably roughly 5 foot, 6 foot. Like
Yeah.
it's not that tall. I
Oh,
thought
it is.
was
No,
like
babe, it's got corpses.
10, 20
full.
feet.
Yeah, it's at least 15 feet tall because look at the way the corpses are fucking dangling in body bags.
Oh, you took down the image.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, yeah. They are dangling in body
But
bags,
yeah.
Fops.
You know,
At least like 3
yeah,
foot off the ground.
manga's rendition isn't perfect. I think I will always prefer the image that's in my head, but I think that's true of
Fucking
most literary
spooky. I
works.
love it.
Yeah.
If you read the book first, you'll always prefer what you
Yeah,
see in
when I
your
look
head
at
in
it
the
in
book.
the anime, I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the anime one is lame.
Yeah. Sorry,
The
anime.
other one's lame, but at least I can tell that it's like, yeah, that's 15 foot tall.
All right, so there is a mention of Kisaragi Station, which is also internet lore, and Sarah was like, yes, I remember reading about this on 2 channel.
Yeah, someone
Jail.
someone was talking about someone was posting online about being stuck in a train or something,
Yep.
and they were brought to Kisaragi Station,
Mm-hmm.
and then they went radio silent.
Yep. It's they also
We get to
use-
see what's going on that train.
Yeah. They also use the phrase "when a train comes" with incredible dread, and I was like, oh.
Oh God,
Oh,
yeah,
no.
the announcement.
Yeah.
The announcement system is horrifying. In
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Can I talk about this next
We
part?
got major
Yeah.
that sounds like an awesome creepypasta. That's what it is. It's
Yeah, it's pretty much what it is.
It's Japanese creepypasta. And it's like it made my gut turn. Like, oh, it's so cool. So we then meet Major Ray
on.
Barker, who is probably the most amicable Marine I've ever like read about. Dude is like the spitting image of Smedley Butler. Love that. He's very understanding of the girls' situation, and is also like, you two are just fucking college kids. I get it, you know. They use their word for glitches is bear trap.
Yeah.
Also, the reason why they're able to speak fluent Japanese is because they're all stationed in Okinawa, which is in Japan, or part of Japan technically.
Yeah, and
yeah.
that's kind of why. That's why the asterisk was there when we were talking about
Yeah.
how
Yeah.
it's not a It's not
There-
a
yeah.
phenomenon limited to Japan. Is that we don't actually know that because these Marines were in Japan when
Yeah, they were in
born.
Okinawa, yeah. And Okinawa is like pretty far offshore, but it's still like Japanese like domain. But
Yep.
because the Marines have a long history of being on Okinawa and being incorrigible about it, there's a base on Okinawa. But they call the glitches bear traps, and
Yeah.
I think it's probably Sarawa who asks, like, hey, you know, how come you haven't found a way out yet, or how come you haven't been exploring
Waiting and
more?
hop on the Humvees.
Yeah. I sent a whole platoon, and Major Barker says, we tried that, of course. I sent a whole platoon in each direction, but only one man returned. He walked in like he was going for a pleasant stroll, humming as he went and diligently carving up his face with his own fucking K-bar knife.
That was an image that I did not like reading.
Bro went insane. And the Major also mentions, don't use your fucking phone.
What do? The moment they get privacy, they use their goddamn phone.
Yeah, they call Kozakura. Thankfully, Kozakura picks up, which is good.
We get to learn a bit more about that later.
I was going to say, Fops, your big fucking tail.
I know.
Goofball.
I said I wanted to talk about this part.
Yeah.
Okay, talk about it.
Talk.
Yeah.
Yap.
Okay. Sorry.
I
kept
commanded
trying
thee
to say
to
it,
yap.
and you keep cutting me off.
I command thee to yap.
I command thee to let me yap, because it also leads into the part that I was like, oh yeah, this is a Yuri. I forgot. So basically, this commander tells the girls that they're able to stay at the camp for the night, and then in the morning they can go with the whatever squad that there is to investigate the railroads and like find a way to get back, I believe.
Mhm.
Or just investigate what's happening and how they got there. And like you said, the commander specifically told them not to use their phones. And so later that night in their tent, they were kind of like worried about like how the people were going to treat them, because like they were kind of going a little bit manic and stuff like that. And so instead they just decide that say fuck it, and they are going to go call them. And they said, yeah, right, they said they called Kozakura, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
And while the conversation was fine, it was a little bit garbled on Kozakura's end, even though it seemed fine on their end.
Yeah.
Until it slowly started devolving into some weird, odd speech. I don't think we got much of an
Yeah.
explanation on as to why until like I think file 4.
Yep.
Yeah.
Where they actually like listen back to it. We'll talk about
Yeah.
it later.
Yeah. But it
and
starts
then-
to sound like Kozakura is just yapping about crazy shit.
Exactly.
Until she makes the
Exactly.
announcement that the train is coming.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to get the actual like the actual part that I was
They also actually
yeah.
asked Kozakura about these Marines. Dark Horse tests new equipment, but Pale Horse does not come up in a public search. And that
Wasn't it the other way around?
no,
I think
Dark
they called
Horse.
themselves.
No, there's no there. Yeah, and
Oh.
when I also searched for Pale Horse, they don't pop up publicly. So either they are a work of fiction, or they are very, very. But for the
Yeah.
purposes of the story, they are. Those are the big boy Marines. They're not Ranger battalions,
Yeah.
but they are.
The-
You know.
I have a thought about that.
What's your thought?
I just think they're going insane.
That could be. That could be.
They've
as well.
forgotten who they
Well,
are.
we do get to find that out later in this
Yeah.
chapter, right?
I think
Well,
they.
we get to
So-
find out about the communication issues.
Yeah, the comms issues.
Well, so basically, like you said, they said the person on the phone who is supposedly Kozakura says that the train will be arriving soon,
Yeah.
before they hear a loud screech and a lot of the military personnel outside starting to run frantically and
Scramble.
trying to fight something outside. And Sorowo looks at their phone and realizes that their phone went dark.
Yeah,
And
phone's
both,
fucky.
Sorowo and Toriko is like trying to freak out about it. And then we get to the part that made me blush, and I will read it word for word.
Okay.
What do you think happened to Kozakura? She seems more shaken up than usual. After a moment's hesitation, I realized why. Of course she would be. She'd known Kozakura longer than me. If someone like that started spouting nonsense all of a sudden, of course she would get worried. That's talking about Toriko.
Yeah.
Toriko, let's just think about us for now, okay? When I said that, Toriko bit her lip and looked down. Yeah, but Kozakura, oh, I get it. She's such a good girl. I'm like, wait a second.
God damn it, Sarawo! Woman is just wild. I love that. I love it so much. So yeah, the phone starts making horrible noises. And I kind of like put it together that the phone must have attracted the train, which is not a good thing. Do not attract the attention of the train. And we need mortars and an M2 Browning. So a 50 caliber machine gun for the train. Why are we going to fight the train?
It wasn't the train.
It was not
the fucking swarm of things.
Yellow lights and loud music. Is it the men without hats? Like, I've just imagined for there, just like it's just men without hats approaching very, very, very rapidly, and just like a Nightcore version of We Can Dance if we want to. Sarawa describes the thing approaching like a photograph had become a creature. That's not concerning at all. And of course, the Marines behave like Marines and start shooting at it, because that's how Marines do things. This thing wants to oogity boogity boogity, spook people.
And actually, we saw this monster chasing Toriko and Sorowa before they've got found as well, right?
Did we? No, I don't think
something like it.
No,
it was the same face.
There was the tall giraffe, which I don't remember her name, the horned man, and then there were these like egg-shaped human faces.
Yeah, the faces on dogs.
Which we then found out that because of everyone's fear, it seemed like expressionless human faces, when in reality, when
Sarawa takes a gander at it.
Sorowa takes a gander at it. I don't know if she gandered it with her
her special eye or whatever. Her special eye.
With her special eye, and realized that they're just objects with dots on them.
It's just spots.
But it's arranged in a way where our
looks
brains
like faces.
can perceive them as human faces.
Yes.
Yeah, it's more specifically a caterpillar-like thing with a bull's head on top.
The caterpillar.
Yeah.
The caterpillar.
Caterpillar.
And I in my notes I have caterpillar. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. So I also want to preface this next section with that Sarawa has been wearing a brown, like a contact over her blue eye.
Yes.
That's why they weren't figured out immediately.
Mm-hmm. And that Toriko has been wearing a glove over her funny glass hand. We then get ourselves a Mark 14 EBR or an M14 EBR, which is a refit of the infamous M14 rifle with polymer furniture and other niceties to make what's called an enhanced battle rifle, which is basically used as a DMR these days. It's a DMR. It's a 308 DMR. Girls get silly. Greg gets happy because Greg is now the sergeant major is now watching these two goofballs with an M14. And Toriko knows how to handle her guns, which is, interesting. That's
very
like
hot.
That. It's not a normal thing for a Japanese college student to know how to use a gun.
Yeah.
So Sarawa tells Toriko where to smack this thing with a couple bullets. The bullets kind of pass through it. Sarawa is upset with this because that's not how it works. So
and that means she has to fire.
Sarawa has to take the big 308 rifle. And mind you, Sarawa is tiny. Sarawa is a little goblin. This thing is going to kick her.
Who's only ever shot a Makarov.
Yes. She is going to have a bad time. Yeah. She's going to have a bad time.
Although, smartly, she has Toriko.
Toriko has to, hold her.
Otherwise, that rifle would have fucking kicked her ass.
Yeah, that rifle would have. It reminds me of when I shot my buddy Ian's Mosin, and I was, a little unsteady because I was wearing the big platform boots I'm wearing today. And, I was, standing kind of stupid for this last shot, and I almost fell over from shooting the Mosin. 7.62 by 54 kicks. My shoulder hurt like a motherfucker the next day. Crazy, insane. But she does. She makes the shot and she shoots the caterpillar right in the head, knocking it over. But it also knocks the contact out of her eye. The Marines are not happy about this. And Sergeant Major Greg is very quick to say, "Get that motherfucker."
Did he actually? He pointed at, okay.
Yeah, they didn't seem like that they were trying to like attack them or anything. They just wanted
they
to
wanted
ask
to know
questions.
more.
Yeah,
But they were so terrified that they just wanted to get away.
Yeah, and Sarawa just kind of like nopes the fuck out.
Yeah.
And well, they take the train.
They take the train, and you're gonna make me touch something weird again. But what? Because what Sarawa does is jump them out in front of the fucking train.
Yeah, this
to grab it as it goes by.
Yeah, this was the part that I didn't really understand, and like I said, this is the part of the reason why I'm not commenting on anything else, because I barely I had to skim through it so quickly just to be ready for this.
I can explain how the train worked.
Yeah.
So
go for
Sarawa sees the train coming by. She looks at it with her weird eye, and she sees two trains superimposed with each other. There's the train that is in the other side, and then the train that is in the surface world.
Yes.
And then she grabs Toriko's hand and has her. They jump for it. Has Toriko grab the train, the other train that she can see, the one in the surface world, instead of the train that's in the other side. And that's how they get into the train.
Yes, because I believe
when they get into the
other side train had like monkey like creatures that were basically
hold on. I wanted to talk about that.
I'm sorry. Welcome to the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, it seemed like you were moving on. And I was like,
no, I was trying to get I was getting to the apes. I really liked that part. It was fucked up.
Describe to us what happens here.
Okay, so Toriko and Sarawa get into the train, and it takes Sarawa a minute to realize they're not on the right train yet. And when she does realize this, she immediately puts her hand over Toriko's eyes and tells her she can't look yet. And what she sees is a bunch of people in their seats, including some Marines, sitting basically motionless, as a bunch of weird ape-like creatures are ripping them apart with like pliers and screwdrivers and tools. And right as the apes notice Sarawa and Toriko, Sarawa blacks out. Oh, but also I should note that the train car, all of the interior was like soaked in blood.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was slick with blood.
Yes. Dr. Zayas has been hard at work.
Yes. And then Sarawa blacks out, and when she wakes up, they're back in the surface world, and Sarawa's face is wet with tears.
Sarawa has a panic attack, basically.
Yep. And which kind of brings me to a pattern that I'm going to call here.
Oh, hold on. Why am I dropping frames? What's going on here?
Oh, yeah. I fucking loved the train. The train was horrifying.
The train was horrifying.
I got some frames myself a while ago, hon.
Okay, we're back. We're
okay, so
I love having a local recording for this. Thank God.
So
I can't.
The pattern that I'm going to bet on that's going to crop up is that Sarawa, either through some sense of duty or just through circumstances, she's the one who's going to have to behold the most horrible shit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just because of what the ability she has, and probably either some sense of duty or self-loathing. Maybe both.
Yeah.
Probably both.
It's not great.
Both is not very good.
No, neither of this. None of this is good. Oh my God, why am I dropping so many fucking frames? What happened?
Are you dropping it for stream or for your
stream?
Recording?
Stream is dropping frames. No idea. Anyways, I believe they ride the train to Kozakura's. And Kozakura greets them like, "Hey, what the fuck was that phone call, assholes?"
Yeah.
And Kozakura smartly records the fucking phone call.
Yeah.
And what does she record? Toriko and Sarawa.
Absolute fucking nonsense.
Yeah.
Oh no, actually, if I recall, it was actually it was another piece of the conversation that two were
Right.
having.
Yeah.
At the moment, it seemed to be nonsense.
Yeah, it seemed like
Mhm.
nonsense, but then when they combined both of the recordings together, because I think they also recorded it as well,
Mhm.
it combined into a conversation between two entities. I don't
Yes.
think we got an idea of like
No.
what that was though.
Yeah. It's weird. So yeah, don't
But cool.
call from the other side, friends.
Mm-hmm.
Do not call
not
from
great.
the other side. Yeah, don't do that.
I
All
wanna,
right.
though.
The last
I
file.
gotta play my Nikkei.
The,
Gotta do my Nikkei dailies.
what the hell? Jerk. Anyways, the last file of the volume, file 4, time, space, and a middle-aged man? Eh?
Mhm.
Yeah, the
Okay.
time space man.
Middle-aged.
No relation. God damn it. All right. So the time given is that it is the end of June in whatever year. We again do an in media res thing, and Kozakura is with.
I'll be back. I'm sorry. I'll be
hello?
back. I'll be back.
All right. So Kozakura is instead of Toriko is the one coming along to the other side. Toriko seems to have vanished after having a fight with Sarawo. About 3 weeks after they came back from Kisaragi Station. It's about a month between then and now.
We got an ad soon. Do we want to
Oh, it's
deal
fine.
with it?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, don't do anything.
Okay.
I forgot why I wrote down Sarawo's big on the grapes. I forgot why I wrote that down.
What the hell?
I write these notes at like 1 a.m., so bear with me. 1 a.m. Angle is not the most coherent creature on the planet. And Sarawo has taken this incredibly awfully because, you know, she's basically lashed out and hurt a very dear friend, which is not great. And Sarawo kind of is like, I am such a bad person compared to Toriko. Because like she's basically like implied that Satsuki is dead, and Toriko does not take this well. Toriko is very upset with this insinuation.
She both implies that Satsuki is dead, and also that and kind of basically says that you know, Sarawo doesn't have a connection with Satsuki, and that Toriko's just been dragging her around.
Yeah, it's really Sarawo can be really mean, not only
Sarawo
to herself
was
but
really nasty. But yeah.
Sarawo was uncalled for nasty, like uncalled for levels of nasty. It was insane.
It was the way she reflected on that argument right after it ended was really great.
Yeah, I will hydrate.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, we should all do that thing where we drink water.
Yeah. Where she was like, what I wanted to say was that I was scared, and I can't remember. Well, she wanted to say she was scared. Maybe she needed a break.
Yeah.
But instead she said all this vile shit.
Yeah.
And
She vile, honestly.
she considered herself just horrible for that.
Yeah, it was.
Well, because she didn't want to say she was scared because she was afraid of disappointing Toriko, and in trying to avoid that, she disappointed her anyway.
Yeah, she's again, it was her wording was fucking terrible. It was no. Sarawa's poor wording makes Toriko reconsider partnering. Sarawa's not good at communicating.
She's horrible at
She's
communicating.
a horrible communicator. Just like me. I mean, what? Who said that? Yeah, no. Sarawo in general. I remember in an earlier file, what the fuck was it? Toriko said something like, Sarawo, you're the kind of bitch to start fights on Twitter.
Yeah. Yeah, she
when I
her instead Redditor.
And I nearly strangled her because I've never been active on Reddit, and that's fucking rude. That's mean. That's very mean to me, babe. Why would you say that? I actually have never started fights on the internet. I've been good. You're rude. But Kozakura says about this, you two fight and can't apologize, but neither of you has the guts to contact, because like she calls Kozakura about this. So you make a call to me, a mutual acquaintance, looking to find an excuse to talk. For Toriko, it took 2 days, but for you, it took 5. Like Kozakura is like, I don't want to be in the fucking middle of this. You two assholes need to sort this out yourself.
Kozakura is nasty as hell in this one.
Understandably.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she's like, you two fucking kids need to sort this shit out yourself. Like, this is embarrassing. You know? It's ridiculous. Sorao has this inkling in her brain that she... what the fuck? What the hell was I trying to write here? I should stop writing these notes at 1 o'clock in the morning. I think, looking back, that this isn't actually Toriko, but Toriko dismisses Sorao at the door for her apartment. Like Sorao was bitching.
Oh, she let her in.
Oh, well, something let her in. It might not have been Toriko.
Something let her in, and it wasn't probably Toriko. Because all it was like yes.
Well, and while she's on the way up, she kind of like, she's like, the other side has kind of mellowed me out on my like agoraphobia and other terrible things. And when Sorao opens the door to her apartment after she hears some loud banging and shit, which is nasty.
And like running towards the door.
Yeah, like scampering, straight up scampering towards the door. She opens the door and it's blue.
It's the blue light.
And she slams that fucker shut like, nope. Things are starting to go wrong. Because she gets back in the elevator and goes down and... What's that about hair in the faucet? What?
It was the hair in the water supply.
Yeah. Basically implying that there's like a dead man in the water.
Yeah, in the fucking apartment building's water supply, which is like, oh, that wasn't there before, was it?
Yeah, that's bad.
And it wasn't, because she's not there anymore.
Yeah, she's somewhere else. Incredible. Oh, it's also like eerily quiet outside, which, you know, she's in a city.
For afternoon city life, that's
not
unnatural.
Right. Incorrect. She gets a call from two O's.
Oh. It's. I think it's an initial.
Mm-hmm. Male voice. It knows Sarawo's full name, and the call is disconnected before she can figure out who it is.
Yeah, the call is basically like, "Hey, is this Sarawo Kamikoshi?" Yeah.
Cool. Beep beep beep. And behind her, the same voice. I'll deal with it. There is a man, a middle-aged man with like a workman's uniform on and like a pinwheel.
Looks like he's
symbol.
A janitor.
Basically looks like a janitor. And she puts it together that this is another internet myth called the Space-Time Man. And the Space-Time Man says to her, give up on that girl and go home.
Next time you won't come back.
Yeah. He basically acts mad that you bumbled into another dimension and then snap your back. And I believe Sarawa almost gets hit by a car for her trouble as well. So she starts to examine this and she's like, okay, I must have entered the other side before dialing the code into Toriko's apartment. Like, I must have tripped and fell into there. The Twitch homepage is loud. I'm sorry. It's yikes. So Sarawo checks her phone, and apparently she sent messages to herself. Uh-oh. That's not great. All of them are pictures of Toriko, time-stamped from about 10 minutes before current time, about when she was panicking up on the 4th floor. She received them yesterday, while on, like, their timestamped as received yesterday when she was on the phone with Kozakura. Uh-oh. That's not good. One of the pictures is incredibly disturbing, however. It has a reflection of Sarawo with her parka pulled up over her face, and she looks mean. Like, she gets a look at her own face making this like scowl, and it makes her like sick to her stomach because she's like, oh, that's not normal.
You forgot to mention that all the pictures Sarawo allegedly sent herself were of Toriko.
Yeah, I did say that. I said
did
that.
You?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. And they were all taken as if surreptitiously.
Yeah.
So like without her noticing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like really weird. It's incredibly
as if
weird.
Taken by a stalker. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And this all makes Sarawo just really sick to her stomach to think about. It's like, is that how I see Toriko? That's really fucked up. So now Sarawo against the other Mr. Angry Man's judgment, I gotta go find Toriko. I gotta go. You know. And Sarawa, while planning, has like a panic attack, and she is like scared. But you know, and this is something she probably should have said to Toriko at some point. You know. And she bashes into Kozakura's place, and she is uninterested in Sarawa's problems. It's like, shut the fuck up.
Kozakura is very uninterested in many things.
Yeah.
Usually it's other people's problems.
Yeah. 99% of the time, if you come to Kozakura with your problems, she will say, fuck you, I'm not interested.
Yeah,
and she actually receives a new picture. And it's dated May 14th, which is the day she met Toriko. She shows it to Kozakura, and we finally get a picture of the mysterious Satsuki. Oh, what the hell happened to Fop?
We lost Fop.
Fop gone. That's not good. Let me just do that. I don't know what happened to Fop. Worrying. Just like Satsuki, she's disappeared without a trace. Great. Yippee. Awesome. That's not so concerning at all. All right. We have visitors. Weird visitors now at Kozakura's house. They're trying to get Kozakura to come to the front door, and they're like oddly huge, and like the clothes don't fit right. They're kind of like, just something is definitely
Weird.
off. These are not just your bog standard door knockers or Jehovah's nitwits, you know? Like, this is...
Or annoying middle-aged women trying to get you
Yeah.
to tell them about your neighbor.
Yeah, there's something off here. Kozakura immediately says, like, "Ooh, it's the men in black," or "It's the glowies," you know? It's the fucking feds, which I love that for you, Kozakura. They definitely might be speaking like feds, but they have a mark like the time space man. They have like that pinwheel on them. And they're not speaking coherently. They really want in, though. They really want to see Kozakura.
They're knocking, they're pounding, they're ringing the doorbell, they're rattling the doorknob.
Yeah, they
they're
are just
knocking on the
like-
window.
Yeah. And
There's a lot of fascinating conversation about this as well.
Yeah. So Kozakura pulls up a floorboard, and she's got a fucking 12 gauge. Probably for the best. So she pulls out the 12 gauge, and she's like, "I'm good. You open the door, I'll blast him." She is about to practice castle doctrine. It's the same thing that happened at Toriko's place, really. Like, you know, just like weird shit is happening. Nobody's there when Sarawa opens the door. And then, surprise, there's a 2-meter tall face going, "Let me in! Let me in!"
And then it like flies at them, and then they're on the other side.
Kozakura just boom. Kozakura shoots it, and that's what transports them into a grassy field on the other side. And Sarawa is not okay. Kozakura has the most...
Also isn't okay.
Yeah, she has an incredibly reasonable crash out, and then explains, "Hey, so my fear response is incredibly intense because my brain is fucked up, and that's why Satsuki doesn't love me anymore."
Basically.
Yeah.
Okay, so... Well, yeah, so she explains that, you know, she's a scaredy cat.
Like, her brain is just
And,
wired to be a scaredy cat. Yeah.
As they're walking, they talk a lot about the potential nature of the other side. They talk about, oh, fuck. Well, they were talking about language and how language seems to get garbled here. Like how when we're on the surface world, we can read things fine. And when and even if while we are in the other side, we can read well, but there's some point in transition where you can't read anything. Or sometimes just when something isn't working correctly, you can't read anything. Like when the phone malfunctioned, like the buttons on the elevator, and I think the waiter at the restaurant. I think Sarawa couldn't understand the waiter because they were in transit.
Ah. Yeah.
Because it's sort of like their language center gets altered, or there's a filter put over it. That was specifically what happened.
Yeah.
But how they put it, where while in the other side, you can read things correctly, but is it the same symbols and words that we're saying in the surface world.
Right.
You might understand them. You might understand hello to say hello, but what if instead what you think is hello is goodbye or something else entirely? The symbols are altered, but your understanding remains the same.
Good catch, Missy. That's 100% correct.
Thank you, Amanda.
You are so. This is why, okay, because Missy and I talked about, quick sidebar. Missy and I talked about, like, hey, do you think we'd survive in the other side? And
I think
we said
if we didn't,
provided I had my rifle and I let Missy borrow my shotgun, yes.
Probably.
Yeah.
As long as we didn't go there at night.
Yeah, nighttime is a completely different story. But like I thought like Missy is obviously like she's a lot more perceptive and smart when it comes to this kind of thing. Meanwhile, I'm just a crack shot with a rifle, and if Missy says shoot that motherfucker here, I will deliver a bullet to that point with 100% faith in my ability to put a bullet there. Also, we keep each other sane, which is kind of which is one of the reasons like Saravo and Kozakura are both having a terrible fucking time. Another silly weapons aside, actually, if you don't mind. Go
ahead.
Satsuki actually...
We technically missed that.
Yeah, Satsuki is who gave the Remington 870, which is like one of the default pump-action shotguns of the world. I just have a fancier version of the 870, basically, in my Benelli Nova. But she has a special muzzle device / choke on it called a gator. And that gator funnels the pellets from like buckshot or birdshot into a fan shape rather than letting them kind of go into a cone. So anything on your like horizontal level, on your like vertical level, is just cut in half. It's incredible.
And that was given to Kozakura because she's a horrible shot.
She's also like minuscule, and a 12 gauge would literally knock her on her ass.
Yeah,
it's like a contra spray shot. Exactly. It's but yeah, like it's just like a horizontal fan. It's a neat little choke. It's kind of weird. I enjoy the fuck out of it. I like it a lot. I think it's a nifty piece of equipment. Not something I need because my home defense load is buckshot, but most of my home defense shooting is within 5 yards. So cut shells, my friend. So Kozakura is basically in the middle of a panic attack. And that's because, like, she mentions, like, my brain sphere response is wired in a way where it's bad. It is incredibly intense.
And so they kind of talk metaphysics to steady the nerves, to distract the brain from the fear.
Yeah. And this is actually starting to, like, affect Kozakura, like, physically as well. It's like she has to use the shotgun basically like a crutch, like a cane almost.
Yeah. Also, it's worth noting that Kozakura was beamed here in like pajamas and flip flops.
Crocs. Yeah.
And do we have a fop?
Is there a fops? Hello.
It's a fops.
Oh, it is a fops. Where is she? I can't hear her. Is there a fop? Hello? So basically, we went through that kind of first little part of
File
4. We like meeting Satsuki, how they were zapped into the other side. Kozakura and her shotgun. The silly goose.
Mechanics of the other side.
The fear thing, like, which is so fucking cool.
I was getting that.
Yeah. We joked. Okay, now that Fops is back, actually, if we evenly distributed weapons between the three of us, do you think we'd last on the other side?
Which one?
It depends on how long you mean
what.
Yeah.
It depends on how long we stay there. Really.
Yeah.
I mean, if
but
we're
who
just
gets what?
Yeah.
I feel like you. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think I would get the pistol, Dolly would get the rifle, and Missy would get the shotgun.
Yes, I trust Missy with the 12 gauge because
I love shotgun.
Listen, I think nothing but good things could come out of Missy being given a 12 gauge.
A lot of good things come out of Missy, including her moat.
We could last the night if I was there. Yeah, I feel like okay. I honestly feel like if me and Amanda were to make a trip to the other side and I had pistol and rifle, we'd be fine.
Oh, so Fop.
Yes,
We got confirmation from AMDA. The audio processing issue that Sarawo had at the restaurant was a result of the weird language filter in the other side, and how when you're in transit, language stops making sense.
Yes, because in file 4 we learn about how like words and
Language
stuff
gets
get
screwed up.
scrambled.
And how
So
a word
okay.
in the other side might be different in a certain
So
world.
was it true that the hat was the trigger potentially?
I think
Yeah.
I still think the hat is. We don't have any other indication of what could have happened other than the hat so far.
Yeah. So my
If
theory
there's
now
something else, then we don't know.
is entities from the other side were placed in that restaurant, and the hat was sort of like a beacon for those entities to realize that they are probably regulars that pass through the other side.
Yeah.
And then maybe that's what triggered it to pass them from.
It could have been something like Time
Yeah.
Space Man, yeah.
Yeah, there's some
Or
shit.
hell, it could have been Time Space Man. He might just not have
Time
showed up.
Space
Who
Man
knows?
just yeeted
Maybe.
them into the fucking night and was like, survive this, cunt.
Kill last night there if I had my pistol
Like
and
a
rifle.
bastard
I don't even know.
janitor.
I
guns.
think
Also-
between listen, I think Amda and I could easily survive the night together if we had both main and sidearm. I don't know. I think we could do it.
Amanda, I don't like that smile. You worry me.
Yeah,
You
that's
worry
why we
me.
like
Oh
Amda.
fuck! What was I going to talk about? God damn it!
know.
I was going to say something.
I forget.
Oh man.
Oh,
We'll
gee
talk
whiz.
about the further mechanics of the other side,
Yep.
because as they're making their march back to where
We find
Toriko's
entrance point.
Yeah, we find the entrance point that Toriko uses. But as we're hoofing it there, Sarawo and Kozukura continue to discuss the potential mechanics of the other side, and how the things here we see through something of a fear filter.
Oh no.
Oh, the fear.
Something like that. There is a lot more technical talk that went into it that I can't recall at the moment. But the main point that I remember is that there's a chance that fear is one of limited means through which these creatures can communicate or make contact.
Yeah, fear is a very strong response within humans. Like certain fears actually have a root. So the amygdala is a very basal structure in the human brain, and that is where most of our fear responses come from.
But
Basal.
It's not
BASAL.
sorry.
Yes.
I'd like to. Can I talk?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So, fear seems to be the main method of connection here, but it's definitely not the only one. And the Torii Gate woman thing is an example of that, because it doesn't use fear; it uses love.
Yeah, or like almost kind of like
or nostalgia,
like a longing, pining even. That's how you know it's a Yuri, because there's pining.
The feeling that can destroy you.
Yes.
Yeah. It's not just fear. They have access to other emotions. It's not only fear.
God,
That's
you're
something
so fucking smart.
Oh, Gregory, thank you so much for the 25 for the GoFundMe.
Let's
Thank
go.
you so much.
Thank you muchly.
We love that.
Actually,
All
I think
right.
Gregory donated earlier too.
So as Kozukura is like using her shotgun like a crutch, basically, and they're walking around, Sarawo is like, yeah, I've got some shit going on, and she's got religious trauma.
I got some problems.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So Sarawo reassures. So she reveals that her mother died like young. A detail no one else I know has. Yeah. Oh my god. Okay. Missy is incredibly smart, Amanda. Missy is incredibly smart.
Incredibly observant.
Missy, listen. I feel like even
because when they talked about fear, that was the first thing that came to mind. Like, nope, not all of them did.
Yeah,
not all of them did.
Missy,
and the thing we're about to see was it either.
Missy is the reason that we would survive the other side. Okay, she is so
really.
Well, yeah,
she's
smart as fuck.
She is smart.
She's
I do agree with
she's
that.
going to be. Listen, if anybody's going to be the one to see the glitches of this group, it's Missy, and is like, "Yo, hey, babe, don't walk into that." I'm like, "Ah!"
I'm always grabbing her and trying to get her out of the way of normal things that are around.
Shut
Like in the
up!
parking lot, she's
You're
not paying
so
attention to where the cars are.
mean.
Dolly from the toaster.
Rude!
Crisps Dolly from the toaster.
Everybody's so mean to me because I have a fat ass.
Crisps flop from the toaster.
So Saramo has religious trauma. Her mom died when she was very young, and her grandma and dad responded by joining a cult. And if I had to,
they love preying on the ones in mourning.
and unknown what cult. Like I tried to find what cult it was, but it so. It's later revealed. Angel wanted a glitch if Missy wasn't there.
Gage cult.
No, it's not.
No, not
It's-
one of those. It's one of the unfun,
It's like
maybe ritual suicide ones.
Honestly, if I
Yeah.
had to guess, it's this cult was probably based on Shinrikyo, which was a like nasty fucking cult over in Japan. If you remember the sarin gas subway attacks, that was them. And they did horrible things. And fuck that cult. They suck. And their leader especially sucked. That's right. I'm saying it right now.
Yeah, when they were in this cult and stuff, their house was basically just a gathering point to this cult. And so Sararo spent as much time as physically possible away from home, understandably. And I think that's just how she became such a misanthrope.
Yeah.
Everybody, most of her social interactions have been with brainwashed people.
Well, yeah, and
Ugh.
it's not just like, so she took up Urbex with this. And then she became the object, like other cults were trying to kidnap her for this, like for a million times.
I totally forgot about that.
The manga
shit,
cafe
yeah.
that she used to frequent was fucking burned down. Like the girl could not catch a fucking break. So of course she wants to spend as much time away from people as possible, because every person she comes into fucking contact with just is an asshole.
Not
And
the
she plays
Yuri
this
also,
down like it's normal.
Yeah, she says all this, and then she's like, "That's not any worse than what most people go through."
Oh,
and Kozakura's just staring at her like, "What?
What? Yeah, what?
Going to feel, no,
What?
you got this. Yuri.
God damn it. So, the other thing I want to mention is she was fucking ready to burn her family's house down with them in
She
it.
had the kerosene. They had the kerosene. She had the kerosene. Yeah.
Yeah, she had a jug of fucking kerosene. It was ready to burn the whole fucking place down.
But they all died to gas inhalation in the mountains.
Which is why I think this cult is based off Shinrikyo, because they made their own sarin gas. And a lot of them died because they were stupid about it. Was not a very smart cult. They were just very loyal. And Kozakura informs Sarabo that none of this is normal. All of this is
Deeply fucked.
Yeah. So and then we get Toriko lore. And I have a very topical song to play.
What?
Uh-oh.
Hope you enjoy the cookie and eat. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to hear it by the whole time.
That's okay.
I'm waiting for the title to show up.
It's no, it's fine. I'm just playing it on YouTube, but it is Oh Canada. It is Oh Canada because Toriko is Canadian.
Is she? Is that confirmed?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what Kozakura said.
Yep. Kozakura mentions that Toriko's parents were in JTF2. So
Oh, me?
yeah.
I'm Missy.
Missy
I'm
is
that's
Angel's
Missy.
girlfriend.
Yep. These yep.
I don't have much of a VTuber thing going on. I'm
She's
just here because I like
She's
Yuri.
just a bird. A bird that loves Yuri. So for context, JTF2 is like the best of the best when it comes to the Canadian Armed Forces. Like JTF2 is like Delta Force.
Oh.
If
Toriko from GTF?
No,
No,
Toriko's
her
parents.
parents
Oh, I was like, what the? Her
That's-
parents are. Oh.
Yeah, both of her parents were in JTF2, which is that is interesting. But so what that also tells me is that whenever Toriko speaks English, she sounds like me. So I remember specifically Angel's had this lover forever. Like we celebrated our 4th
I'm the
anniversary.
newest lover, technically.
One of her parents. I thought it was both
one
of
of
her
her
parents.
parents was.
I thought both of her parents were. I must have misread.
In this situation right now, I'm the newest one.
The other was an adult Yo!
Incredible.
Toriko
Hey,
has
yo.
Toriko has amazing.
Not surprised.
What the fuck?
I'm not surprised. Toriko's kind of a pervert.
God damn it. Fucking Toriko is literally just a woman after my own heart. What the hell?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, kind
That's
of.
all I remember. Life.
We call it a polycule. That's what it's actually called. It's called a
Yes.
polycule because we communicate, and these two girls don't fight over me. In fact, they usually bonk me together because I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you're asking.
Hey! No! Be nice!
Anyway,
You're on my
we
podcast.
also get to learn more about Satsuki.
Mm.
And none of it is particularly positive to her character.
Yeah, nothing.
So we first learn that Kozakura used to be Satsuki's right-hand lady until she just couldn't take it anymore. The fear was too much, and she told Satsuki that, no, I can't do this anymore. I can't work in the field. To which Satsuki responded by just dropping her, stopped talking to her almost entirely.
Yeah.
And then found Toriko in high school. She was her tutor. And then eventually she was eventually she told Toriko about the other side, and that's how she recruited her.
Like Hatsuki.
Your opinion of Satsuki is all I need to know, Amanda, just to know just where she sits in the plot. See, like,
I love how
going
Amanda
to make
lovingly recommended this to her, and now she's like, "Hey, this is one of my favorite characters." We're like, "We know, Amanda.
Yeah,
We know what your type is."
All right, have fun, Ghost Wish. See you
Later, Ghost Wish. Thank you for tuning in.
I was going to make the bit
Mwah.
that I was going to make a bit of. I would ask Amanda the same question Angel asked her when we were watching In Love with the Villainess. But I feel like if she answered that, that would be too telling as to who Satsuki is. But then Amanda just kind of said, Satsuki is so hot in Twitch chat, unprompted. And I'm like, well...
That's all we need to know about Satsuki.
Yeah, that's all we need to know about Satsuki.
And I will say, like, the illustration I saw of Satsuki, yes, she's pretty, but she's also a bitch.
Yeah, and, I mean...
Oh, my God.
Potentially a child groomer?
Yeah,
We'll
which
see.
is not the greatest endorsement of her character.
Yes.
I'll
But
keep it 100.
we'll continue. We don't have the full picture yet.
No. So while they've been walking along, I do want to mention that Kozakura has just kind of been flagging Sarawa with the gun barrel the whole time. And Sarawa is just like, can you stop pointing that thing in my direction? Kozakura's like, eat shit, I'm having a panic attack. Kozakura is terrible. We get a new glitch that after I think dealing with it, she's like, I wonder what Abarato would call this thing. The washing machine. I love this name.
It was like this like whirlpool in like the marsh where we started off this little story.
Editor Angle, can you put in that one video of the brick in the washing machine? I want to throw a brick into this.
Yeah, we called it a washing
glitch.
machine.
Oh no, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
We're not upset.
Yeah, no, I mean, I sometimes jokingly call it my harem, but I should be like a Yuri harem protagonist, honestly. Like, listen, girls throw themselves at me. I can't say as I blame them.
Anyway,
but after that,
before we move on, can I know you kind of have it on hand. Can we get a reading of what Kozakura said she was going to do to Toriko once they found her?
Yeah, I think I can find it. Hold on. It's something that I'm going to have to quote at you more because it's
it
deeply
has come
silly.
to us in such a funny timing because it is so adjacent to a bit we have in PCHC.
Yes. Let me find it. I forget who I sent it to. I think I sent it to Amanda. Oh, I'll turn that bird brain into fried chicken or chicken soup. If we had a saucepan, I'd add some fish and make hot pot. Me, whenever I'm grumpy with Missy, I'm gonna turn her into a fried chicken. I'm gonna turn her into chicken Alfredo. God, now I really want Alfredo. Fuck. Maybe later tonight. So after we experience TM the washing machine and throw a brick in it because it's funny, they turn around for Kune Kune. This is not.
They dispatch of them fairly easily.
Yeah, they pull Sarabo out, and like Sarabo has like a new come to Jesus moment with these. And like it kind of pulls her out of her own body, and she's looking at herself from the Kunikune's perspective. And she comes to the conclusion that it's kind of remixing posts like about the Kunekune. Kozakura's theory
No worries, Winnie. Have a good
is
one.
that the other side is trying to scare humans, so it uses what scares us. And then that plays into Missy's observation earlier about fear. After hearing like what I think like she shot twice. Yeah, she shot at them twice. And they hear another bang, bang, and they assume that it's Toriko. And I think it was actually Toriko.
It was Toriko, yeah.
Sarao is now outing herself as a codependent weirdo, and she's in love with Toriko. Kozakura, in an attempt to keep herself sane, she brings up the MIT nightmare machine, which is like the funniest image generator on the fucking planet.
Oh yeah.
It basically like takes pictures of people's faces and twists them into the uncanny valley for like spooky. And it's very funny, actually. This is a gateway. Kozakura theorizes that the other side is doing the same thing with all 5 of her humans. Yeah, it's like twisting them. It's putting them through a translation layer. It's scarifying the raw data, which is what I wrote in my notes. It's not the text that changes. It's our ability to read, which, again, Missy brought up because she's so fucking smart. My next note says, Sarabo the Grumpy. She is being forced to confront all of her feelings. She climbs up while Kozakura basically tries to start like a fire in a barrel. She's looking around.
We are at the building Toriko enters from.
Yeah,
and I think she's just trying to get a vantage point to try and find her.
She sees Toriko's hair and like mag dumps her Makarov into the air like a shithead. And then, she goes back down to ground level to go chase after Toriko. And Kozakura has wandered off.
May I fill in the gaps here?
Please do.
So while she's ascending the building, and she realizes just how scared she is without Toriko there. Because she's climbed up this ladder like 5 different times, probably, and it was never an issue until now when she's alone without Toriko.
Yeah, it's just horrible. Like, she's really having to confront, like, oh my god, this is awful. Kozakura has wandered off without her shotgun, which is like, why would you do that? Are you fucking stupid? It's also yeah, it's strange. Like, it's very unlike Kozakura as well. And just like she picks it up and she's like, how many shells do I have left? My guess at this point was like 2 or 3, depending on the barrel length.
I think she had 5.
Yes, if I remember right, actually, this is the full length 7+1 870. I was thinking this was an 870 tactical. This is why I'm a gun nerd. We played the how many shells game. She wandered, like, she's following after Kozakura's trail, and she ends up in kind of this desert town. The whole thing is surrounded by a silver halo, indicating, well, that's a glitch. Fuck.
Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah. She meets the time-space man again, or as I called him in my notes, the time-space cuck.
I have some thoughts about Time Space Man, actually.
He's
but,
an asshole. I don't like
we
him.
can continue if you want.
He's a jackass. Would you like to actually divulge your thoughts?
Okay. Well, it's not so much pertaining to Otherside itself, but more to another piece of media that I really enjoyed with a similar archetype.
Ooh.
Which is, weird janitor.
Yeah. Which is
Because Time Space Man seems to be some kind of custodian. This is bringing me back to Remedy's Control.
Ah,
and the character
yes.
of I'm trying to remember his name, but he's a custodian that we meet several times throughout the game, and he's generally a fairly neutral, leaning towards positive presence.
Mhm.
He's usually cleaning the place up. He's commenting on what a mess it is, and you are his assistant. And you help him clean up the place by destroying certain incursions of creatures, and yeah, and and it's sort of Control is so based. I love it. Do you remember the janitor's name? I liked his name. But anyway, it's very much implied that he is some greater being that is in charge of, well, keeping the oldest house clean and in order.
Neato.
And the Time Space Man makes me think of a negative alter version of that.
Ooh.
A more hostile custodian that sees you as the mess.
And this is why, because he's definitely because he acts irritated that you're even there. He's like, why the fuck
he's
are
irritated
you
that you're there. When the Sorrow person counters him, he said he was going to take care of it.
Yeah. Yeah. This is gas. Okay, so Sorrow closes her left eye, looks at him, and she sees a plant. I have in my notes, this fails the definition of a man. You are now not a man by definition. You are no longer a featherless biped. You are a plant, fucker.
Mm-hmm.
She also did.
And then she
flag
notices
him.
a lot of other things have turned into plants that weren't there before.
Yeah, the whole thing is plants. Not just the one that formed the man, but different kinds, and none of them are like bog standard plants. And she's like walking through it, observing everything, and somehow bumps into a plant that turns back into Kozakura.
Specifically, she encountered a plant that made her think of Kozakura, altered her perception, and she turned back into Kozakura.
Yeah, and Kozakura's like, what the fuck, man? I've been shouting at you the whole time, dumbass. And she's like, well, you were a plant. And then all the other plants disappear as well. It's like different. The other side has a lot of different layers.
Yeah, it's a layered place.
It's
not so much seeing the true nature of things, it's seeing him from a different layer.
Mm-hmm.
That's why she could see both the train on the other side and the train on the surface world.
Mm-hmm.
Two different layers.
Yeah. So Sarawo is like, Kozakura, take your shotgun and go the fuck home. Kozakura says, no, I want to find Satsuki. And Sarawo's like, God damn it, this Satsuki.
It was like, if there's a chance I can see Satsuki again, I'm going to stay.
Mm-hmm.
And she does.
And night falls.
Night falls, and she switches perspectives again to the flower layer.
Mm-hmm.
And she sees that they are now surrounded by plants. It's like a big swarm of plants that have encircled them that weren't there before. And I think the implication there was that there were a bunch of things that she couldn't see that were approaching them.
Ooh.
And then she switched perspectives just in time.
Yeah, and I love how she like turns Kozakura into a plant to make her stay put.
To keep her safe. Yeah.
It's incredible. So, and she kind of keeps reworking her theory about her eye and how the other side works, which I really liked, like her kind of talking through this. So the ruined city that she's in right now is actually 1-to-1 with the cityscape near Toriko's apartment. And so now we're following like kind of like ghost data of Sarawo. Like she's like, like following herself. And good news, we found Blondie.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And Toriko's like sitting in her apartment, but it looks like she's like packed up and like ready to move out. It's kind of sad, honestly. It kind of made me feel a little sad. Toriko is described as talking like she's in a daze. She is all weak, fucked up, but she thinks she's found Satsuki. And
we look
over.
Oh, you want?
Yeah, we look over, and
You go
there's
ahead.
definitely something up with quote unquote Satsuki.
We definitely see something that looks like Satsuki.
Satsuki-esque. To quote from the book, there was a massive windmill with hundreds of blades, or a great flower with an unbelievably complicated design, slowly spinning in the blue world. Every part of it ceaselessly recombined as it revolved, making it look like a kaleidoscope. There was a woman's face in the center of it seemed like a joke, but there was nothing to laugh at here. How incongruous it felt was just creepy and frightening. So it's Satsuki's face in there, but she's a flower or a windmill.
A mockery.
Something weird. And Toriko kind of like starts to disintegrate, come apart in like a ribbon almost.
And she's talking about how she's found Satsuki. She's going to go with Satsuki. She told Satsuki that they were friends, and that's why she told her about the other side. Which I don't like those vibes.
Yeah, no. It's
and she's saying this as she's like unraveling, almost. And
Sarawo is not
has
doing
to
well
hold her
about this.
together.
All right.
She's holding her together. She props the shotgun on the railing of the balcony they're standing on, and just blam, pump against the rail, blam, empties the magazine.
5 shells.
Into
So
this
we had the
flower thing.
whole 7+1. There you go. Amanda, what is that about? Amanda, what is that about?
Seal entering hell.
Yeah, pretty much. That's where we are right now.
Yep. And
thankfully, she dispatches the windmill, and Toriko kind of ravels back together, I guess, and she wakes up from her daze. It was horrifying.
And she's like, "Wait, that's not Satsuki."
That's not a Satsuki. And the final thought we have is like Sarawo being like, I had half a mind to turn her into a flower just to see how she would bloom. And I'm like, Sarawo, that's gay.
That is so gay. I want to say that I want everyone to know that that thought followed right after Toriko came right up next to her ear and spoke softly to her, "When do you want to come next?" Right after this whole fight was about when do you want to go next?
Yeah. These
Toriko,
maladjusted lesbians.
Yeah. And
So,
that's
yeah.
it. That's
volume 1.
Fantastic.
Missy came home after reading this and said, "So when are we reading volume 2?"
Yeah. that last volume file whipped me up into a frenzy. I was like, while I was reading it, I was like, I don't know, my heart was going. I was feeling amped, and I was not the same after reading that for the rest of my fucking shift.
Understandable. No, it was awesome too. I really thoroughly enjoyed volume 1. The brain rot has overtaken you too. Yeah, I want to see them kiss. I want to see them smooch.
Too. I need them to kiss.
They need to smooch. Toriko needs to smooch the wet cat.
Yes.
You know what's funny? So I often joke that Missy likes to make wet cat girl characters, and this book made me realize that I am Missy's wet cat, and that makes me angry. I am mad about this. I'm mad that I am. Oh, good.
Okay, good.
Let's go.
What?
Sex, says being Lex. Hell yeah. Are they going to trauma bond? Oh my God. Are we going to get trauma bonding lesbians? Hell yes.
Oh boy.
Oh, good. All right. Well, thank you both so much for doing this podcast with me. I really like this.
Hi again. Editing Bay Angel here. I hope you enjoyed the episode. So if you liked what you saw, you can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/angelvicevt. You can find Sol at twitch.tv/Soleil Fenley. All of our links and link trees and stuff will be in the description as well. Mischeif does not have much of a social media presence, and she'd like to keep it that way. So I've been asked to not really promo her social media. She's just here for the ride because she enjoys Yuri and hanging out with me and Sol. So thank you again for watching. I hope you're looking forward to the next episode where we cover Volume 2 as much as I am. Until then, thank you and bye-bye.